Hey guys, welcome back to Ace Attorney, and welcome to the first game, stream rather, of Trials and Tribulations.
No, we're doing the first game again.
We're doing the first game again. How's everyone doing? We got a lot of people in here today.
Wait,
Creative
really?
Fox, Burb, Narwhal, TJ, Yug. What did you say, Toad?
Yug, really?
Yeah, Yug is in the chat.
I haven't spoken to Yug in like 3 years.
It's been 3 years. The first game. Hey, 10. I've got Scott and Toad with me today. We're gonna be going through, having fun. Will Toad be better
the new
at showing
main
up?
Awokenkyoger.
The new main Awokenkyoger.
Yeah.
Will Toad be better at showing up than he was in DR1? Let's hope so.
Oh, he'd be, as long as he shows up at least 2 more times, he did better than he did in DR1.
Listen.
It's okay, I believe in you, Toad.
Yeah.
You just opened the stream, started playing Necrodancer, that's cool. Is this the good Ace Attorney, like the real good one? That's what everyone says. I've heard a lot of really good things, so I'm incredibly excited for Trials and Tribulations. We have to play this game. Ooh, look at how cool. You know, the logo gets slightly better over time. 'Cause, you know, this looks cool, but then this looks really cool, and then you've got like the jut up. You know, it's really cool. All right, so let's get this started, shall we? What? I know that person. Episode 1, Turnabout Memories.
Yes, Turnabout Memories.
I suppose there's not really too much else to do, but get started.
Get started, you motherfucker.
Let's go. Okay, Scott.
Okay, whatever.
One from the trilogy. Yug is excited. I am better than
I'm gonna voice this. Huff. I don't know. How did I get into this mess?
Oh no, it's
That's
the
me.
murderer.
That's me on the ground.
That's Toad. Scott Dill Toad.
Why? Why did I do that?
Ooh, this murderer didn't want to murder. That's interesting. Phoenix. Dude, what is this song? A1 GFO, pretty good.
Toad, you
That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore.
Hey, it's none of your business.
Isn't that Phoenix?
Yeah, but I'm
telling
stealing him
for
from
your
you.
sake. If we continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying.
You're lying. Okay, what?
Just listen to me. There's something
Right.
you need to know about that girl.
You look like a very generic human being, sir. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Punch!
Oh!
Wait. What? It wasn't me. I didn't... What the hell? Why is he wearing that?
Why did I do that?
I didn't do it! Okay.
Uh-oh.
Interesting. TNT's when the series starts to get fucking amazing.
That's
I
actually
would say.
Phoenix's twin brother, Peanut.
5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial.
You are not the narrator.
I am the narrator.
April 11, 9:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, No 3. What? Mia is the main
There you go.
character?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go, Kyogre.
Wait, am I?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do this?
Well, I mean, should I?
You want to be the main character, right?
I am?
Yeah.
Okay. Toad and Scott are in the VC.
This is who you are.
Oh, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Dude, are we playing as Mia for the
Maya.
first...
Maya.
Playing as Maya? Playing as Mia for the first
It said
case?
5 years earlier.
Yeah. Yes! It's him! Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning. It's Grossberg!
Ah, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed.
Yes, you look quite nice today. Let go of my labels.
Yeah, it's me, Grossberg. My labels? You mean lapels?
I don't know that word.
Let go of my labels.
Labels. Don't clip that. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today.
Well, you've only got a few years left.
The
so-
defendant looks really cute. His name is Phoenix.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it?
So I'm assuming here that Mia is gonna be defending Phoenix, which is super interesting. I'm super excited about that. And I don't know why Phoenix wore a big heart shirt with a P on it back in 5 years ago.
Phoenix is a bit, yeah.
Phoenix has
Yeah,
never
and
exactly had a good fashion
Whatever.
sense.
Anyway, because you're Mia, I'm taking Phoenix.
Okay,
That's why-
that's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg,
Yes.
am at your service.
Excuse me, Yug, what did you just say? Toad, I want you to read that in Grossberg's voice, what Yug just said.
It's me, Grossberg, as relaxed as my asshole, said Gorilla.
Said
Perfect.
Grossberg.
Actually, this is my second time in court. Dude, Mia and Phoenix are like the same person.
Still, you surprised me. What with your earnest request last night? It was quite surprising indeed. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too. My voice changed.
I just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean.
What? You've already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that. You see, I mean, of course I have. I think.
Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see that you're so nervous.
But he's so cute.
Poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client.
He's what? Phoenix?
Good morning, everybody.
Dude, we got a front-facing Phoenix sprite. This like has never happened before.
This is so cursed, front-facing Phoenix.
Yeah, TJ, there's VODs on my YouTube channel. Narwhal's just freaking. Narwhal knows everything. He's there quick as a what is a something.
Quick as a thing.
There's a saying.
Quick as a whip, there's no...
Yeah, quick as a whip. That's what.
Not in this, not in this case.
Francesca. But quick as a whip on answering questions like that. So thank you.
If you say Francesca, I'm going to shoot you.
Is that what I said?
Francesca.
Francesca. Okay, fine.
Francesca von Karma.
Francesca?
Fine.
That's
Anyway,
not what I
anyway.
said.
Fine, fine. The
Francesca.
guards are looking at us weird.
Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. Oh, I can't believe that.
I just want to say, I'll give it all I got.
Why are you like that?
Yep, it'll be fine, no problem.
Why are you so serious?
That makes me want to cough.
Oh, what's
Are you
wrong?
Stupid or something?
Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye?
Actually, it's Wright. I didn't like the flying brothers. People screw it up all the time.
Well, the Wright brothers are canon.
Yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for.
God, he's so
My doc says that way, I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says.
Scott Narwhal says you aren't playing Phoenix's role well enough. Cough harder. Right,
Oh.
Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you're truly innocent, I promise I will save you.
He's not innocent.
Probably not.
Please let go of my shirt. Cough.
Why is she just grabbing people's shirts today? Just like,
wouldn't-
I swear,
Why is he,
you will be.
why is he telling her to let go?
Really, Toad.
Oh, you brought me on here, of course.
This is what I expected, and I wouldn't want it any other way. That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey.
Yep,
I'm
that's
still
me.
pretty new at this lawyer thing. This is so exciting. I don't know what I was expecting for case 1, but this is exciting. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. I cannot believe that Mia, like, I say this all the time, but still, Mia has died in the second case of the game, and she's like still more relevant than so many other people. It's insane.
I mean, she's on the cover of this game. She better be important.
Oh yeah, she was on the cover of the first case. Well, I guess that makes sense.
No, you know what I mean? She's on the cover of this game.
She
Yes.
was. But that trial
Yeah.
traumatized me so bad.
She was the cover of the first game and this game.
Oh yeah.
So I put in another courtroom.
What the hell happened?
It's been 1 year since then. Well, here I am again. I don't know if that's exactly spoilers. That's like the other games, and like it's a continuous thing. I will spoil the other games as much as I want. That's my policy. But this time I'm gonna win.
It's game 3 in a 6 subsequent series.
Yeah, it goes forward, and like things are mentioned and all that jazz. So like I did with Danganronpa.
Don't spoil Phoenix's death, though.
Yeah, I freely like spoil the previous games that I had played, I guess, in the streams.
Well, not in this stream, because this is not a Danganronpa stream.
Well, yeah, I don't stream Danganronpa. I like what?
You don't stream Danganronpa.
I don't spoil
stream.
Danganronpa and like these stuffs. I'll like spoil games from the series that we're playing. I'm not gonna like openly spoil DR at any point. For my client and for myself.
Hope.
Is that what someone said in
Yeah.
DR? For my
Yes,
client and for
someone
myself.
said that once.
Hope. April 11, 10 a.m. District courtroom? No 2. Who is that?
Oh, I love this.
That's the judge, you idiot.
It's not who I
Court is
meant.
now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright.
Dude, look, she's like in her normal clothes. It's been
look,
so
she
long.
has-
She's younger.
She is, yeah, you're right. Her mole is still there. The
And
defense
so,
is
her-
ready, Your Honor.
Dude, it's 3 years before she died. That's pretty great.
The prosecution is ready.
Wait, that is pain?
You got something wrong with me?
What happened to your head?
What do you mean? It's
Why-
the past.
I mean, I know, but like, why is his hair like that? It looks like he just like wrapped up like his hair around a banana and stuck it onto his head. What? Okay, I thought that was pain, but I couldn't be sure. This is amazing.
I thought that was pain. You didn't even click anything. Oh,
I
you
know,
guys
but like
things.
when I saw him,
Miss Mia Fey, was it?
they were smaller in this version. Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg would be leading the defense.
Yes. Well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. This is super cool. I love seeing the sprites for Mia.
Emergency? And isn't that him standing right there next to you?
What? Yes. Well.
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this?
This is great. Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor.
Can
I
you
think-
stay in that pose?
She keeps saying, I think. Shut up, Toad. Shut up, Toad.
Why did you allow this guy here? This guy.
Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. I promise I won't take every character. I'm just having these 3 and that's it.
What? I mean, you have the judge. What is he doing?
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer.
Really pain.
Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over
This
soon.
is great. What was that all about? Is he trying to trash talk me?
Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events of the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University.
Ivy University, okay.
The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. I can't. Doug Swallow.
What's funny about that, Toad? What's funny?
His stupid face. His last name is Swallow. He was a 4th-year student studying pharmacology.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime.
And it's of Phoenix. Oh, no, he left.
Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's
Did,
body,
like, the wire snap and it electrocuted him and then he died?
and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. What? What the hell is that word? They then called the police.
It's like pharmacology.
That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed.
Thank you, Judge.
Very well. The court accepts this photo into the court record as evidence.
No, Toad and Scott have played, like, all the games in this series. It's just blind for me. The crime took place behind an Ivy U building. Okay.
By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. What dumb are you?
The reputation for silence
What the hell are these words?
Yeah, what is happening?
is well earned, Your Honor.
The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual.
I don't know if I would say it wouldn't make sense. I think it could be cool, but... You know, I'm not going in blind with anyone. I've got people who know the game. I know a lot more people who know the series than who don't, so...
What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
I didn't even read that.
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit, eh, little girl? I'm a genteel man, if you will.
A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made
To
of.
this record desk. Perfect opportunity.
Well, what was it?
The cause. Go on.
Please say you know at least this much.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole... Really, Mia. God, I didn't realize that Mia was this similar to Phoenix.
Yeah.
I thought that she was better than this. I'm gonna really enjoy this game. I'm excited.
My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. I am the tutorial. But you knew that already, didn't you?
I did. Ah! The court record! I think I can see that by pressing tab.
Really? All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record.
Yeah, she did get better at it. That is totally fair, TJ. But still, it's
Take
so...
a good hard look at the data there. And think carefully before you answer, my dear.
Mia wanted to get with Phoenix because he reminded her of herself in her younger years.
She died.
And then she died. Yes, sir. I'll just do that. I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just press tab here. I love how...
Okay. The tab button on her desk.
Yeah. Mia had to, like... She spent the night learning all of the evidence. There's one piece of evidence, and it says date and time of death 4/9 at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock, and that's all she freaking had to read. And she didn't read the whole file. She probably read... I just spit. She probably read date and time of death 4/9 at 3 p.m. Cause of death... I'm tired. And then she just left.
Victim cinder block. Now then, would the attorney in for the defense please answer the question? I don't have all day, you know. What was the cause of death?
Hypothermia. According to the court record, sir, Your Honor, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Asphyxiation. Electrocution?
Autoerotic?
But how could such a thing happen? There's no electricity in the world.
Yeah, I know, DJ.
Some type of new super powerful stun gun. The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
My motive, of course.
He wouldn't. Phoenix would never kill anyone.
If you don't have a motive, you cannot commit a crime.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood?
What do you mean?
My blood? Bad. Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
Oh my god. Payne knows, dude. Payne knows. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude.
That's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator, if you catch my drift.
Is Mia gonna, like, ruin Winston this case? Like, is he gonna lose and he's gonna, like, go, wah! And then his hair's gonna fall off and that's what makes him, like, all
Then his
stuttery.
shirt falls off.
And he reveals his normal suit.
They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing.
Really? Is that what he is? I don't think that's Payne.
Now then, let's hear it from the defense.
This is awesome.
What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant?
Phoenix Wright's girlfriend? What?
Yeah?
That's what it was. Also,
There's
Winston,
Dahlia Hawthorne.
he looks like he has a freaking shark fin on him
Duck
from
face,
this angle.
yeah.
That too. But like, okay, I was just looking at it. I'm like, oh, who's this person? Phoenix had a girlfriend? How did Phoenix get a girlfriend?
That's mean. Phoenix gets the girls.
Apparently he does. He shouldn't, but he does. So that was the bad blood. Apparently, she moved on to Phoenix after having been dating Doug Swallow.
This time, I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Oh no! Oh, I clicked off the game. First time of the game. Let's go. Evidence?
No. No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all of our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Graybeard's face.
Graybeard, really? Yes, sir! Into old Graybeard's face.
Throw it at him. Mr. Grossberg.
What happened?
I don't know how to like switch between Johnson and Grossberg's voice.
Oh, sorry, something strange happened on my computer. Okay, we're good. Back to the game.
Try to set a better example for the young lady. Evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well.
Wow, explaining that in the game, that's helpful.
You can toggle between profiles and evidence with so be sure to go all over it. Now then, let's see what you've got. That's not Grossberg. What was the cause between the... I don't know. The bad blood and the victim and the way between them.
It was this random woman.
Grossberg.
It was Grossberg. They were both dating Grossberg at the same time. Neither of them knew. Grossberg's just a player. Alright.
There you go.
Take that!
Yeah.
The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Is her name a pun at all? I don't think so, unless I'm missing it. Damn.
She hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah, but I need to know if her name is a pun.
Let's see. Very good, Miss Faye.
Oh, this is
You
like-
seem to have picked up on at least this much.
It could have been like heart. It could be like heartthrob or something. That's like kind of a
Really
stretch.
heartthrob, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
This woman is the girlfriend of the
Okay,
defendant,
is this
Phoenix
the
Wright.
I can't.
But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow.
Shut up, Toad.
Clearly, she has some part to play in this story.
I hate how he looks. He doesn't even look like Winston Payne from that angle.
Oh, he's done it again.
Grossberg is here. I was never expecting to see this man again, but he's here.
Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants.
I cannot wait.
Very well, Mr.
See more
Fane.
Grossberg.
Please call your first witness.
What if this entire game you play as Mia?
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? I'm pretty sure. The defense has no objection.
If not, he's been dodging the law for a while. Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Phoenix is the defendant in every like Phoenix just keeps accidentally doing illegal shit. He has to be like, oh, you again?
Please state your name and occupation.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
what is
Scott.
his application?
This application? I don't know what his application is. Scott here.
Is that what I said? Application?
Scott! Okay, I gotta get your Phoenix.
Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect.
Bruh.
That's not what
That
your
is not-
job
oh.
is.
Scott? I can't hear you at all, Scott.
I think he's dead.
No, he just left and joined. He can hear us. We just can't hear him.
Oh, is that what's happening? Oh, Scott Soul Gem.
He's leaving and trying to... Scott, I don't hear you at all. I see your green circle, but I do not hear you.
This is a neat song.
No, he means what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh,
I don't know.
achoo,
Maybe try, like,
achoo, achoo!
configuring your mic settings or something.
I was a university student.
Try configuring your mic settings, it's not working. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student, Doug Swat.
But I didn't do it! I'm innocent, I tell you! I'm telling you! Every time I do that, my hair gets in my
The
face.
defendant, please
I need a
refrain
haircut.
from... Okay. That said, I had the thing, like, small, and it looked like refrain from pissing on this cold to the... refrain from passing on this cold to the rest of us. It seems that the witness has something he wants to say.
Thanks, TJ. I've been voicing him for 2 straight games now. I don't think I've got experience with it. Hey, Zarn.
Well then, Mr. Wright. D-Man, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. The victim and
Scott
I.
is just
Witness
Dead
testimony.
until it figures out. Oh, here we go.
This feels fitting. Okay. I remember when initially I heard the testimony theme in Justice for All, it felt a little bit saddy. They didn't use that all the time, which I learned later. This feels very fitting for a...
I love this one. And the Allegro, the faster one, is my favorite one of
There's
all.
a faster one. This is neat. I admit I was there. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly know the guy to begin with. I can never take... wait. Oh, God. I need to cover my face and read the lines. I can't do it. Toad, what are the lines? I need to read...
I never even talked to that stuck-up British
I
wannabe.
never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. I don't know why I had to do that, but it was necessary.
Okay, Scott is, like, struggling.
I never pay attention to music. No, that's a thing that we know, Narwhal. Like, music is, like, one of the least important things for me in a game. I say this all the time, but games would not be the same without music, but it's, like, one of my least important factors in playing a game. Yeah, it's not something that, like, really sticks out to me. Toad knows this. I'm pretty sure I've said that before.
I love music. Music is, like, one of my
Yeah,
most-
I am using a slightly higher pitch, TJ.
I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. The entire soundtrack of the trilogy. The exception is Necrodancer, that makes sense. TJ, I've never met anyone who has that same thought on music for me. Because, like, everyone else is like, what? Music? No. Yeah, I wouldn't listen to the later games OSTs. Looks like the judge
You
understands.
have to know there's no way you never noticed there's a faster version of the.
I mean, I'm sure I notice it, but it's not something that like I put in my brain and thought of specifically.
Wow. You can hear. Okay, so Scott, is your mic plugged in fully? Because
What is happening with Scott?
Scott, you have a permanent green circle on the side.
Scott
of
is
the-
always talking. While we're doing that, I feel like I should.
No bars on voice
Because
connected.
I'm ready.
It might be your connection.
I think it's your
then.
internet. Scott's internet is really bad for those who don't know. So this just happens with him. Get
Try
out of
restarting
the
your
chair.
computer, maybe.
Yeah, that might be helpful. We're just kind of going through with it until.
You're not
He gets
missing
back.
anything super important anyway.
What? It's the first case, the best case. That's what I named the stream, Toad. It's got to be true. So let me move this a little bit. Do you guys like when I move my webcam midstream?
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Do you guys like when I do this? Hold up, guys. Look, I'm going around.
I didn't know that was my line. Oops.
I'm really excited to play this game. I don't know if you guys can tell, just based on my general
Yeah.
demeanor.
No, I'm excited for this one. There's a reason I picked this one.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
It seems you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
Oh no, what did I forget? And that would be?
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
No! Cross-examination? I've never played the series before. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, why would you start with this one? He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out cross-examination.
Is Mia never, like, even lawyered before?
She's done a case before.
One case. One case.
The purpose is to determine if the witness's testimony contains any contradictions.
Just like, you know...
I think
Oh, stop.
That's better. 2 is better for when I'm standing.
We hear you.
Hey, Scott.
Holy shit,
I have,
that's
like,
crazy.
a 5 light bulb thing behind
That
my
was
desk.
really weird.
when
I
I'm
had been
standing.
talking the entire time. I
Were
didn't
you?
know you guys couldn't hear me, but I didn't even
No.
say I wasn't talking. When you saw me like Dahlia was his girlfriend, I'm like, oh yeah, I have a what did I say?
I don't know what you said.
You said that's me. I have a
Can't play
girlfriend.
the
Something like
games
that.
without
It was great.
organizing. Or organizing.
Yeah, no.
That's
I
that's
said,
what
no,
that word is.
I said, oh my god, it's
yeah.
my girlfriend. I realized I called her an it, and I was like
It's
talking
my
about that
girlfriend.
for a while. It's my girlfriend.
Because I can't play the games without orgasming. The music is so good. Taka!
It's me, Taka. I'm Sticky Brewster.
Yeah, he is. Did you read that?
Yeah.
Contradictions? What is
There's
that
no
word?
such thing as contradictions.
But I've got like a light with 5 lights on it
Yes.
behind me.
Starting like
That's
a
what I
Peter
use
Winter
for
in that
lighting
stream.
the stream. And
Yes,
I have it on 3 light bulbs usually, but 2 works better when I'm standing, so that's good to know. It's mine?
If a witness is lying, their statements will
No,
conflict
no,
with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client!
Even if he is your client in court. All lies must be
What?
struck down.
Even if he is your client in court.
As
Sorry, I
a
had to
lawyer,
puke.
that is your duty, you see.
What does he mean by that? Saying the testimony just now? If there was a lie? A contradiction? This isn't good. Phoenix is lying? I can't believe
Now
this.
then, the cross-examination, if you please, Miss Faye.
Hey, Miss Mia, we all do. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. Look at how, not jealous. I can speak words today. Look at how just sad he looks. You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
I mean, we've been dating for 4 years.
The victim and I, cross-examination. So this is you, Scott. I don't even remember this happening. That was so long ago.
I admit I was there. But I'm not a killer.
This did
All I
happen.
did ever was find his body.
We gotta let Scott read his lines.
I hardly knew the guy.
Hardly knew
I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. I never talked to that motherfucker.
I hardly
ever,
knew
that
the
stupid-
guy. I had British wannabe. Okay, well we gotta press.
I never stuck up.
We gotta press everything.
I admit I was there.
All right, what is it? What
Mia,
does the
hold
hold
it.
it sound like?
Stop for Mia, hold it.
Hold it!
Hold it!
When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Hey Nathan, what's up? Excuse me, Mount Wright.
Scott, what happened?
1 second. I'm just
Okay.
making sure this is working. Okay. Yeah, sort of. The place was, well, something happened anyway.
Objection! Something. You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence.
Anyway,
Say how sneeze sounds.
Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you
I
said
was
you
committing
didn't
murder.
know the victim, Mr. Swallow.
Mr. Swallow.
Shut
It was just a
Toad,
coincidence.
they can
We bumped
say
into
his
each other
name
by
without you
accident.
laughing about it.
I bet I made Taka laugh at least. Hopefully. Okay. A coincidence, huh?
But I'm not a Hold It! I went to do Phoenix's Hold It, but then I was like, oh shit, I'm Mia, so I had to like,
Hold it!
I had to change pitch very quickly.
Yeah,
That
you
puts
should.
emphasis on very weird parts of her, like, waistlines. Like, hold it! She, like, has a different emphasis.
Good to see Kyra start my favorite PW game. I'm excited.
I agree!
You say you found the body. So, who called the police? I can't wait for case 3.
Case 5.
Cop.
Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police.
Phoenix, you absolute idiot.
Other students? That's correct. They were witnesses.
Interesting, interesting.
I am evil. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there, next to the body in shock!
He doesn't even look that concerned. He's just kind of like.
That's the same shot of him when he was talking.
It is
to them.
exactly. He's just like, oh, there's a dead body there. Cool. You know.
I like the music. Like
I had no
the
idea if I
background.
did before today.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright?
He uses his sneezes to hide the truth. Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind?
Gotcha!
Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body, and so was he.
You didn't really find it. You were just kind of there when
but
it
I.
happened. I hardly knew the guy to be. Hold it! That's way too high pitched. I need to find a Mia Hold It.
Hold it. Hold it!
So you didn't know his face or even his name, right?
Right. Well, no. That is, I mean.
So which is it? Did you know him or not?
Now see here, you can't avoid questions. I'm answering the question by sneezing all day.
Well, I guess I did know his
This
name.
lying asshole. I hate this guy, whoever he is. News to me. Why didn't he tell me that before?
I heard he used to date Doll.
Dolly, huh? Is that your nickname for her?
Who is this Dolly person? Ah, yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
That's cute. He's got a pet name for her.
Oh, I see. Ah, young love. So bittersweet.
Why is it bittersweet? Do you have bad experiences with young love judge? That's not
But that's all I have. That's all I knew about him.
That's not all I know. I also know his address. I keep forgetting that I'm not Phoenix. I'm just so
Yeah.
used to that.
Thing that
It's Ariana Grande. I never even talked to that stuff. Hold it! Mr. Wright, you started the
Sounds like
following.
Ariana
state of
Grande
Florida,
from a long time ago.
I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why would I even?
But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? I also
You're gonna
noticed
point out
that.
a contradiction just by pressing.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh my god. Phoenix. Well, Mr. Wright?
No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer. I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony.
I'm not a killer, I swear.
How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yeah, well. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt.
Huge Union Jack. I like how you can go to this line and it's just. That's a good effect. I enjoy that effect.
I hardly knew the guy to get away. He was always
huge. Hold it! Did you see
a
the
huge
crime
hold
scene?
it.
Yeah, the Union Jack. I mean. What do you mean British wannabe? That makes it sound like Phoenix is British and he's like proud of it, and he doesn't want anyone to just be a wannabe British person.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. It was out at the crime scene. I was wondering where that was going.
That's all. That's all.
That's right. That's why I figured you must love British stuff. See? It's true. Cross my heart. Yeah, I swear I didn't do it.
Phoenix, you're very convincing.
Swallow.
Toad! Oh my god!
I just heard Tucker's message in the chat a while ago. May I ask you something, Miss Faye?
Yes, Your Honor? Oh, what is it now? Why does the judge have to talk to me? He's like a lawyer.
Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow?
Oh, Judge, never change. You're just as stupid as always.
The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom. I cut out, didn't I?
Yeah, it's fine.
The United Cut.
It happens all the time with this.
Oh, I see. You mean like the Stars and Stripes, right?
That's America, but yeah.
As usual, Your Honor, your insight is down.
Hey, something just occurred to me.
Just occurred.
Isn't there something strange about this? About this? There's
Yeah.
contradiction.
Prediction here.
Nathan says it's me. Mr. Grossberg.
Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean.
Okay, yeah. Check the court record carefully.
Well, my dear, you think you can manage on your own from this point?
I can handle it myself. I've played the other games. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. Thanks for stopping by, TJ. So is there anything... I don't see a thing on the back of his jacket. That's probably the contradiction.
So we fight hard.
I can, Narwhal. I believe in myself. It's case 1. Even though I don't think I did great in case 1 JFA, but I did decently enough. I can do it. I can handle this myself. Oh yeah, the back of his shirt,
You
right?
must try to fight off more you can chew, Mia.
Well, I mean, either way, like, back of his shirt, the fact that it's not on there right now, and he said that he saw it at the crime scene, that's the contradiction. Unless, like, the guy, like, put on his jacket as he was falling to his death. I don't think that happened.
It's just like in Case 3 when the location of the ringmaster's head.
Yeah.
It knocked the cape up
God,
onto the
that-
bust.
That.
Yep. I read this, by the
Oh,
way.
sorry. I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing.
I said I can do this myself, Grossberg. I play video
Excuse
games.
me. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
Dude, nice and moving. Okay, Mia. One more time from the very beginning of his testimony. I don't think that we need to go from the very beginning. I'm pretty sure I know what it is that's wrong. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Didn't he say specifically that... I could probably just present it on this, because I've already pressed that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Crime photo. Objection!
You didn't even listen to it.
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Oh yeah, we haven't heard that yet, have we?
Nope.
Alright, I'll have to listen to it next time. I, like, heard it, but obviously I was told.
Nope, that's the only one in the game.
Yeah, I'm sure it was right there behind.
Yeah, I'm
Respect.
sure it was right there on his
There's
back.
some point in line of this questioning.
Your Honor, please
That
take
is not
another look at
that
the crime
line,
scene
right?
photo. How did I figure it out? Dude, I don't know. I'm a genius. As you can see,
Therefore,
there's
as you can
absolutely nothing on the victim's back.
There's nothing on his back. So now that we've established that.
Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing the Union Jack. Goes on the back of his.
Scott, you were cutting out. So
Oh,
bad.
Scott.
How am I cutting out? That's not right. No.
That's not right.
Change.
The Union Jack was in the back of the T-shirt he was wearing.
There you go.
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But, if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that
Objection,
jacket.
team.
Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me! Mia Fey!
Achoo!
Please forgive me.
Yeah, you made our client cry. Oh, this line! I love this line!
Let him! That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyway, holy shit! Oh my god!
I love that line.
Wow. I can't
Call
believe I
him.
trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
Oh, women.
Oh, women.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination.
Was it really that impressive?
Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me.
No.
It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Well, you know, ugh.
Too far?
Oh, well, the end of the line. End of the road. By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. You taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but...
What's the medicine that you took over and over the counter brand, like called I can't read?
Thank you, Pain.
Yeah, that's right. It kills colds so good. Hey, wait a second. How do you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
You're a big fan? You're a big fan. You follow them on Twitter?
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere.
You lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright,
Yeah, it does.
shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Yes, please.
Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime.
Oh no, not another one. Oh no! That's someone wearing a watch.
Yes! In the victim's hand, it's called Killer X!
That's circumstantial. Or, that's not the right word. There's another word for that. There's another lawyer term that I don't really know. Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. Oh god.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to.
Speculation. No, that's
Especially
not it
since Mr.
either.
Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
That's a pretty big piece of evidence. What? That was a good sprite. I like that one. Just the jump up.
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his
I
hand.
don't know if that's what happens.
His purpose of doing so can only have been to identify the killer as Phoenix Wright.
I don't think so.
Order! Order in the court! Your Honor! That was bad. I'm toast.
Yeah, you're
I'd
bad.
like to present this photo and battle as evidence! Very well. The court will accept.
In pain, treasure tracker.
Crime photo 2. The victim's watch stopped at the time of death. Cold Killer X added to the court record. I get the feeling that the time of death on the watch
Also,
is going to have
the
something
victim's
to do with
wristwatch was broken. Broken? Yes. It ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
it. This is really bad.
This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks. My poor, poor hemorrhoids.
Okay, Grossberg. I love Grossberg.
My asshole.
What really happened?
My anal cavity.
No!
The truth is, I went because he
Called you. So what is time of the... That says 12.
Stop working when...
So, yeah, so that is what? 3, like 10? About? I
It
think.
probably says on the evidence, doesn't it? If you got that as evidence.
Well, yeah, but I want to check the, Oh, yeah, so at 3. We see the time of death was at 3 p.m. That's not 3 p.m. That's like 3:10 p.m. Okay? So he actually
Whatever.
was alive for 10
Shush.
more... He was alive for 10 more minutes, went to the pharmacy, got Cold Killer X, put Phoenix's fingerprints on it, died.
He was in the pharmacology department, so he'd agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 p.m., we split up. Then, later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I've been talking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime the day of the accident.
He was calling you to give you your Cold Killer X medicine because Swallow was such a nice guy.
Yeah, he was. He's a nice guy.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
Yeah. That was 4 cheeses.
Sorry, Your Honor, I was
Actually,
afraid you would
5.
believe. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
That's so rude.
Miss Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please. Mr. Wright, don't tell me any more lies. What really happened? Cross-examination. The truth is, I went because he called— HOLD IT! Had you ever met the victim before then?
No, never, but that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about
Oh my god, Judge, keep up.
And this dolly person is...
it's kind of embarrassing, sweetheart.
Phoenix. How old are you?
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah,
Oh, what was that for, Mia?
Mia just slap him. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. He's not my age, he's older than me.
Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles.
He's in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 25 to 45
Yeah,
behind.
25.
We agreed to meet at 25. Hold it! Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated that you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, and we're both there. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
Alchemy.
An alchemist? Oh, I see. I love that shit. That was me. He was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run in high voltage.
High voltage electricity, huh?
Fascinating. Sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe we should ask him for some more detail about the pharmacology department. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Pharmacology, you gotta stop saying that. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere.
High voltage cables?
Yeah. There are electrical poles set up all around the building.
Okay.
The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Finally. I think we're getting somewhere. Dude, the Chem Lab? You guys remember the Chem Lab? We talked for a bit, but then in round 3 we split. HOLD IT! So what was it that you were talking about?
You know. That may be where we should hang out again sometime.
Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. Then later when I went back, I— HOLD IT! So you say you went back? It's like this.
Yeah, that's when I found the body.
Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him?
Well, that's right, I was.
Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there?
I thought maybe we could make up.
Phoenix, you're so nice.
As you.
Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one's buying this. I've been taking cold. Let's hold it! It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in the spring, huh?
I suppose common sense does not always count. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine?
Well, I always took one after meals. So I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it.
You have friends.
He doesn't have any of those. That's my bottle.
Just does not stand for me.
Hold it! On the day of the incident,
It stands
what
for
did you do
Larry
for lunch?
Butts.
I love Larry Butts.
What does that have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Ollie. Ollie's homemade lunches are just the greatest.
That's nice.
Mini omelets, magically delicious.
Oh, why did you punch me in the jaw?
Wait, she just fucking up and punched the guy? What the hell? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Why? That wasn't, like, bad. Hey, Sunrose.
She's jealous. I think that's enough for now.
She's jealous of that.
So the defendant and the victim met approximately the time of
Just
his death.
imagine that you're in court and like the freaking lawyer is talking to the defendant up there, and then all of a sudden she just turns to the fat man standing next to him and just sucker punches him in the jaw, and no one says anything.
And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright.
Has literally no one brought this up on the picture? Because I feel like this is kind of important in some capacity.
Your testimony cannot be trusted.
No.
What do you mean?
I'm waiting for the drop and it's not coming. It's a very long until the drop. There it is. It's not really a drop, but whatever. It's that noise. See, I do notice some music, just not like most of it.
Wow, it was too much work for a little girl.
Huh.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
Brought what up, Narwhal? Oh, you know, just like the hanging wire directly above him that clearly electrocuted him. Oh yeah, you guys don't see my mouse, right? I don't even know if you were being serious with that, because like you can't see the mouse because I was pointing around at it. But just the wire hanging around there, I feel like that's kind of important.
There is, Your Honor. How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted?
I don't know.
The murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is right. You are correct, Your Honor.
So, how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Establish murder method. It's very obvious. Your Honor.
Yes, Miss Faye?
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive.
Yeah, definitely not.
Quite the brass statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
No. Of course I know that. Actually, I totally forgot about that. Oh, Phoenix.
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got.
Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Take that! As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. Look at that shit-eating grin right there.
Yeah?
What? Shit-eating grin.
I am?
Yeah.
Was
But there was
that
nothing that
Scot?
even remotely
I
remembers
don't
of
know. Yeah.
I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail.
Highlight this message with 100 channel points. Eat hot chip and rye. Jeez, I wonder what it is that caused the electrocution method. I sure hope it wasn't the high power voltage lines that happened around here. The high voltage power lines, rather. I mixed up two words. I gotta make sure that I press it in the exact right spot. Take that! Well, naturally, it's right here! There's the umbrella, yeah.
That's... What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Mia's not very confident when she says things. She says, I believe and I think a lot. Which I do too. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines the pharmacy students use in their experiments require high voltage? No, that's wrong. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then the high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of his death. That is the most likely explanation. Also, it's hanging directly over his body.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order for our little...
Hey Ninja Epic Games Amazon Prime, how you doing? You finally made it for a stream? Get excited, dude. It's the first one of Trials and Tribulations, so we'll see how this all goes out. Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death
may indeed have been a high voltage cable.
Yeah, I'm not saying that doesn't make sense at all, Narwhal. I'm definitely not saying that. It makes perfect sense, you know. Like you said, it's been a year since our last case. It's interesting to note.
However, I want you to think about what that really implies.
Definitely I wasn't saying it was a bad thing either.
The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a weapon was...
God himself when he struck lightning down.
the defendant!
No.
That is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all.
Proof?
We have proof.
God, why is there always proof?
Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
Oh yeah, we'll suck that proof. I'll be right back in a bit.
You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprint.
Fingerprints?
You mean the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine book? Let's take another look at the crime scene. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. Palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
That's not very good. For us, at least.
Order, that's enough. I think we can conclude that there's no reason to continue with this cross-examination.
No!
Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Mr. Grossberg.
My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia.
No, his hemorrhoids.
Not enough. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
Was it the giant P? No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
Mia. Bruh.
Bruh?
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor!
At this time, I'm prepared to render a verdict in this case.
No, Venus is gonna go to jail for 5 years and then come out and then become a defense attorney and then Mia's gonna die. And the other games are gonna happen. Hold it!
Do you have something further to add, Miss Finn?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. It was 3 years. Oh, right, Scott's gone. But I can't. I can't just say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me, but not Payne or the judge or Grosser or the audience or the stream. But me, Mia Fey. Miss Fey. No matter what it is that you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end.
We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
Wait a minute! Mr. Wright? I'll tell you what happened. Sad face, right?
And I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need to further...
I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault.
My fault that Doug Swallow is dead.
Ooh, okay.
I'm back. Yes, fuck yes.
That girl, you shouldn't see her
Hey,
anymore.
setting up business.
I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
She has eaten.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! Oh, that's what that was. That was electric spark. Involuntary manslaughter charges. Send him to prison.
What you just said. Was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was a murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
Please. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It'll be okay. Won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you.
You believe in me? Strange. Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. I really did push the victim.
I feel like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
When I pushed the victim.
Thanks, not Judge, Grossberg, for that early Harlem Shake. That guy, he was talking.
Was talking back.
He was talking bad.
He was talking bad about Dolly.
No!
So I killed him. With kindness. I lost my anger and gave him a shove.
I lost my anger and gave him a hug.
I lost my Okay. In that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there. Dead.
Why did I laugh at that?
Well, the explanation is really quite simple.
He goes, he was just standing there dead, and I just go, dead. I don't know why I laughed at that.
When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew black, yep.
Flew black.
Flew
He
black
flew
and
black.
touched the electrical cable.
Is that still considered involuntary manslaughter, technically?
He died from the shock. That, as I say, is that.
But is that
A simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, a light ring had
the light rain had?
Not from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
That makes sense.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been some like that, even I would have noticed. And I'm Phoenix Wright.
That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
Wait, why'd you call me a doofus?
Say,
You can't read my thoughts, I read your thoughts.
let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
You read Larry's thoughts.
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that'll prove it. I sure hope so. I don't want him to go to jail. When I push the victim. This already feels like it's better than Mr. Wellington's case, so that's nice. That guy, he was talking bad about— Hold it! So what kinds of things did Mr. Swallow say to you?
He said all sorts of terrible things. Said that she was a bad girl.
That was really
Probably
weird on
is, if you
Discord.
Catch my drift.
Really, Toad? What is your drift? Can you like throw it a little bit easier so I can catch it better?
Nah. Let.
Okay. What the hell was that noise?
I mean, they dated for so long. It must have...
What is that?
Never mind. Is that all? Yep.
She's a bad girl.
Trending on Twitter. I ran
She
past
broke
Exact
up.
Revenge, The Grudge, and Jesus.
Really?
She's a bad girl. She broke up with dating this idiot called Phoenix.
I hate Phoenix Wright.
No, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy. Oh boy. You're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is.
Anyway, after he said that, I just.
I lost my temper and— Hold it! Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail? He just said what he wanted to say.
That guy, he said what he wanted to say to me. And he just put on his jacket he was holding and started to leave.
How dare he?
That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious.
Is that really a furious frenzy, Phoenix? Pushing him, like, yeah, pushing him hard enough to knock him down. That's like, that's losing your temper, but that's not going into a furious frenzy.
Furious frenzy? No, that's a furious frenzy.
Oh, look at that furious frenzy he's in, guys.
Alright. Let's give him a light and gentle shove. You know, a furious frenzy.
Furious frenzy. When you did that, there were no severed cables anywhere to be seen.
Right. There's nothing like that at all.
And that, I don't, the clock was 10 minutes after. You know? You know.
What is it? Well, you merely overlooked it.
Well, I guess it's.
What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like a cheap asphalt.
I believe what's important here is the moment to push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony witness.
At that moment, I heard some kind of— Hold it! A loud
And
noise?
what was this hold it like?
And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? Someone
I'm not
eating
sure, but it was
chips.
really loud. It sounded like someone getting shot by a bazooka. Come to think of it, it was a snap, you know, whatever it was.
I wonder what it could be. I took a screenshot accidentally.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victims being electrocuted.
I don't know if it was of the victim being electrocuted. It was more so probably just the snap.
Objection!
There was the objection. Objection! You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. To of course ask for more details. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So, try to remember what it was. It was the bones snapping from the electricity, yeah?
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack.
Could it have been Francisca's
Could it have been?
whip? Yes? Could it have been? Hurry up and tell us.
Francisca's like 13 now.
She still had a whip, probably.
13.
When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding.
No. Man, I wish I could fall like that in only 3 frames of movement.
Dude, Sam, I do too. He fell right on top of it. And
Very challenge.
that's some of the noise I...
An umbrella, huh? Did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Honestly, the sprite work is impressive.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
The sprite work is
It's
impressive. You can, like, see his mouth moving underneath the mask.
It was a plastic umbrella, cheap and foil, kind of like the owner.
Really?
But
Really?
again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally...
Soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye? What do you think? Is there something important in the testimony just now?
Well... Is it important? That umbrella looks pretty broken to me. Yes? I guess? This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No! This cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
Ha! Perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. Court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about cheap umbrella to your testimony.
Shouldn't he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella? So I could press. Okay, hello. I could press that then. Yeah. Hold it! So Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella, and you're certain of this?
Yeah, it was right under him. Actually, it hadn't been under him. I was planning on borrowing it for myself.
You were planning on stealing it? The umbrella, you mean?
Well, yeah, you see, I was wearing this sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time getting it for me.
Really?
I really want to rain to dampen the handmade symbol.
That's what that is? Alright.
Oh, my stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer
Oh,
ball,
no.
Mia.
Okay, it wasn't a punch, it was more like a just kick. A roundhouse kick.
Check from their heels.
I'm so sorry. I just suddenly felt like soccer kicking someone.
Did you want into testimony, witness?
A little while after that, I started to get— Hold it! Maybe a side clicks on reflex, yeah. After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away?
Well, I did. I admit, I was furious.
You left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition.
Well, yeah, but like I said, I got worried about him later.
So I went back. He was just lying there. Hold it!
The
That
whole
time,
day.
Did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime?
Nobody.
Really? I don't believe you. Jeez. Could that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier?
In that case, it's very hard to believe it. Unless we can find something that shows his inner testimony. Afraid the judge will make his final decision.
No remorse whatsoever. Yes, sir! Right now I need more info. Info that'll help me turn up some contradictions. Contradictions? The guy was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. So I pressed that and I said that this was important, so there's not anything else that I can get from this statement. After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his umbrella. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. I went back, but he was just lying there dead. So I feel like it's gotta be this. So I pressed everything. There's not really much of anything else that I can get from pressing stuff. And the only thing that really seems like it works is this. After shoving, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. I mean, like, he's not on top of it. It's over there. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Could have moved, but I don't know. Why not? Objection! Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning?
Come on, if I mentioned that.
If he was on top of it, it could have moved. What if he, like, got up to stretch Narwhal, and then it flew away from the wind, and then he got back to die? I will admit that I realized that after I said it, Narwhal. I was hoping that no one would pick up on that. But I did notice it. I could have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. Squished, awoken, dumb. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive, which I can prove via clock.
Tell the truth.
No, he did the thing basically. He just didn't lose his hair permanently. Squished awoken them with that sound effect.
Order, order, order. The victim. He moved. Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
The scene crime.
Yeah, I want to present it as evidence immediately.
Umbrella added to the court record. Owned by the victim. Found broken near an electrical pole at the crime scene.
But the umbrella could have simply been put there by the wind.
Objection! According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown in there by the wind.
I know this matter of the victim of the umbrella can be relatively trivial. But as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
Thank you for the follow.
No! I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole is found in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
Phoenix's testimony added to the court record. The victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. We're getting like a piece of paper with the testimony.
Well done, Mia.
Kyogi, buddy, I gotta go. Good luck murdering Mr. Payne.
Was that Taka?
Thank you, Taka. I will.
Yeah,
could you tell just based on Kyogi?
Yep.
Kyogi. Oh no. Oh no. He's getting ideas. I don't like. I gotta murder him in cold blood for Taka.
Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. I was too foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
I don't either. Let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. Well, who is this witness?
Dude, I bet that it's Doug Swallow.
Yeah. Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne. You don't mean Dolly.
That's just what the judge knows her as.
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing.
Does Phoenix even know what love is?
That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
She was?
What? You're telling us this now. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Ooh, shit. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. Dude, is she the one who did the murder? She's the one who did the murder. Guaranteed.
You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that?
Dude, is everyone.
I think this is a good point for us to stop at.
Yeah, us too. Time to stop the stream.
Goodbye.
Period.
An hour and a half, actually.
Well, but not really.
Afterwards, we will listen to the
Yeah.
testimony.
Well, I mean, we started 10 minutes in, so it's an hour and 20 minutes.
What do you mean? Toad didn't even show up in BC till 10 minutes in.
Yeah, then we started.
Like 10 minutes.
No, that is not true. We were not waiting for 20 minutes. Kyogre, how did you guess the murderer already? I know. I'm finally gonna meet Maze's girlfriend. I can't wait. I mean, she had to, like, disappear at some point. It would make sense that she disappeared because she's a murderer and she went to jail.
he just doesn't bring her up.
They broke up.
Or she went to prison, and Phoenix is like, I don't talk to bad girls, and then he left her. It could easily be Phoenix or suicide or something else. I guess that's possible. I'm just very confident, and you guys know if I get the feeling that someone's the murderer, gotta stick with that. It worked on Acro. It'll work on this. I swear it. April 11, 11:52 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby No 3. So I'm assuming this is like the halfway point of the case.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In that case, I'll wait. I have a good halfway thing that I had that I wanted to get into, but.
What? You just said yes, this was halfway. You're like,
What?
You mean halfway through the stream?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Well, halfway through the
Okay,
stream.
well, yeah,
this
this is probably like a third of the way through the stream.
Okay, what are we planning on going to?
Probably like a little bit into the second case.
Okay, well,
Depending on how long this one takes, we can get a
Yeah.
good bit in this in case.
That's not me.
Miss Faye, I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna
sorry about what happened back there.
Dahlia, rather. Delilah.
See, like I coming up to this, it was kind of for voices because this isn't like thing I don't want to spoil about
Well,
what
yeah,
it is, but you'll know what it
Exactly.
means. You know what I mean? It's another game where like you're not the protagonist for a while,
Yeah.
but that's because you were, but it temporarily wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't want to
know
get into it, but this is different. This is just you are this. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I am the protagonist.
Yeah.
It's
Mia
not-
is just the protagonist of this.
At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then. Huh?
Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts.
Yeah.
But the next witness is my loving Dolly. She'll save me. I just know she will.
Why do you think that?
What do you mean? She's the love of my life. That's why.
The love of your life? Huh. Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hearthrone?
Hearthstone?
I
Sure,
said
no problem.
Hearthrone.
Hearthrone.
Is that
Hearth- Dolly and I first met about 8 months ago, right here in this really courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side.
I think that we saw him on the case cover. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that was Phoenix. What is with those like? What even is that on her back? Is it like supposed to be angel wings because she's so angelic?
I guess.
That's her.
One day, she and I just kind of bumped into each other with the reading room
What did you
downstairs.
say, Toad?
It's like a fashion thing on her dress. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not the word that I thought you said.
That's why I really think it was fate that brought. As soon as I set eyes on her, I knew she was one from.
Love at first sight.
Well, here. Take a look at this. She gave me this the day we met. It's a symbol of our love.
That seems like it going a little bit too fast.
She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to."
She really is a heartthrob.
So she gave it to you as a present, or secret.
The darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly.
Certainly is a little bottle, alright.
It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world.
Look, okay, Phoenix. It's not that I don't want you to be happy or that, you know, I'm not glad that you found someone that you care so much about, but I feel like if you're going this fast and she's pushing you along this much, I get the feeling that she might be, manipulating you in some capacity. Young Phoenix is so great. Dahlia's present, borrowed from Phoenix Wright. Small bottle necklace given to Mr. Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. Well, he didn't show it to Mia when they first met, and that's contradiction. Anyway. So, after that, he and Miss Hearthstone started dating.
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time you see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl asking for a present.
Like,
back.
she just wants, Phoenix stole it. And she's just like, can I have it back? He's like, no.
She's like, look at this cool necklace. Like, ooh, thank you, wait!
Yeah, something like that. Phoenix just steals it. Can I have it back, please? By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hearthrone, 8 months ago, wouldn't happen to have been August 27th, would it?
Huh?
What's special about
Yeah, it was. How do you know?
This happened on August 27th. Right here in this courthouse.
What's this? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse.
Scott cut out so much on that.
Murder in the courthouse? I was stuttering. I wasn't
No,
cutting out.
no, you cut out. You went like and then it just faded.
Okay, well, fuck my internet.
Are you reading that? What are you reading there? Let me see
Who
that.
knows? But right now we have the Matt on guard.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say.
Dahlia is a murderer, and she hid the body in this little glass vial.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like in August.
I think I understand why you suddenly took.
Interesting. Okay.
You believe there's some connection between these two cases. Am I correct?
Yeah, she hid the body in the bottom. Yeah, it's a good place to hide it. I know I'm a genius. That's why we gotta open the bottle and we see the dead body in there, and then we convict her for both crimes. You know, we'll just like also pin Swallow's death on her, just as an add-on. An article from 8/28, almost 8 months ago. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg.
She didn't even do it. Like basically he got up after Phoenix pushed him and was like, "Man, I hope I don't walk into that wire on accident." And he whips out dead and he falls down dead.
I need to finish this myself. People should just put their victims' corpses in their pockets more often than they do all the time. Yeah,
Yes,
I mean that's
but
the best way to get rid of the
Afraid
body.
what you have will not be enough. Dear.
Have it with you all the time.
I'll go and have a look downstairs, read it, and see what else I can find.
So, can I, like, read this specifically? Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. I bet that I know who that is. Hold up. So she was 19. I bet she's 20 now. She's 20, but I bet 8 months ago she was 19.
Oh man, I know her birthday is in that 1 8-month range.
I understand what time is. Sometimes your price fully just put them in your eyelids. That sounds uncomfortable. Thank you. Oh man, she's legal.
To do whatever
my
I can to
line.
be of help. Well, looks like recess is about over. Better all get moving.
I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though.
Actually, it was like 10 minutes, but
To
sure.
be continued. Okay, so that's the to be continued screen. In that case, neat saving noise.
That's the one when Dean died in Minecraft 5. God, put that on.
Is it
screen.
really?
That's yeah.
Alright, save over farewell my turnabout.
Don't save over that case.
I did. I'm gonna save again. Saving noise is very good in this one. So I want to get to a place with music real quick, and then I'll do the thing. April 11, 12:13 p.m. District courtroom, no 2.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
Alright, so I'm gonna go onto the scene with just me. So I don't know why this has exactly become like a tradition that I do on these streams, but I just apparently I get figurines on the day that streams happen, so I open them on stream days now. I have this pretty cool figurine. It's in a box right now. I got this with Amazon Christmas money.
I'm going on. I only
Okay,
just
got it.
noticed the shirt you're wearing.
Yeah, this is a good shirt, bleach shirt.
Yeah.
It's a new addition to the collection of figurines that I have that I want to show you guys. Because that's like starting to just become a collection now, and I'm very happy about that. Are you guys ready for this? Is this the right way?
I'm ready for that. I
Two.
see you.
Did that?
Oh boy, what's it gonna be?
It's good. He's got like a little cloud.
Oh, you actually did get it.
Oh,
I did, yeah.
shit.
How's your man?
How much was that?
It was like $70, but it was Amazon Christmas money, so it's okay.
That is okay.
Yeah, exactly. That
I
was
think
one
I'm
of the
gonna
things
get
that I was
the
really
last
looking
box set of Pokemon Adventures to find.
Oh yeah, that would be cool because you're working on getting all those.
Yeah.
I've been looking at this like specific figurine for a really long time. Hajime is like one of my favorite characters just in anything ever, especially in DR2. So I will get Hajime out of the box, I promise. I just gotta.
Good, you're not one of those people that keeps their stuff in the box.
Yeah, I've never been that type. I had a lot of amiibos back when, and I would always open them.
Good. So would I.
I mean, yeah, they get a little bit dusty, and I guess the value goes down, but I'm not looking to
I have
resell these.
a couple amiibos still in the box.
It's just because you didn't open
Okay,
them or
it's
because
okay.
you wanted to display them.
Because I didn't know. Well, no, because I have 2 Toad amiibos for some reason.
Really? That's me.
Awesome.
Box.
Two Roton Toad amiibos.
One of them's in the box, and the other one's in VC.
It's in VC. Really, that's really cool. Okay, so I gotta find out how to open it because I don't want to like ruin the box because I do like to keep the boxes. It's a freaking open. What's the like an opening video, an unboxing video, not an opening video. Welcome to my opening video of this Hajime figurine, guys. I gotta like the base is really cool. Like I said, I've been specifically looking at this figurine for a really long time because I've loved Hajime, and now I can show the entire world my love for DR2 as my favorite game of all time. And I finally got a figure of my absolute best boy, Hajime Hinata. Wish the glare wasn't so bad, but that's a good shot of it. Dude, don't call me out for keeping my Squirtle Funko Pop in a box because I'm too lazy to take it out and because I have nowhere to put it without being in the box. Anime openings are now called cartoon unboxings. Yes, that's a good idea. Wait, did that get the box? Ooh. Oh, okay. I gotta do it on the stream, guys. Why is there so much tape?
You don't gotta do that.
There's so much tape. Who tapes things? Who did that? Okay. Are you guys ready for the true unboxing? Ooh, I'm gonna like drop it because I'm opening it like
Watching
this.
the Twitch footage, and I can like see your lips when you say certain things.
Oh, look at his back, guys. Look at his butt. I don't know like why they put so much stuff around his head. I guess it's to keep the precious cargo.
His brain.
Precious cargo.
His head, the precious cargo. Just saying, you know. Look at that.
Precious cargo.
Look at this thing. It's
Oh,
super
the stand
cool.
is really cool.
Yeah, I've been like really wanting this for so long, and I got a lot of Amazon money because that's what I asked for, and I was like, I need to buy this figurine. I also bought another figurine, which I'll probably be opening in a stream at some point, but you guys are gonna have to wait to find out who that is. I'm sure
Oh my
it's
god, is that gonna be in your anniversary stream?
probably not actually. I think
Wait,
it's
when
gonna
is
be in
that?
February. What is what?
When is your anniversary?
Oh, that's next Tuesday.
What are you gonna do for that?
I am playing Ronin and then King of Cards.
Oh man.
So that's gonna be it. It's my
Another week
2-year
without Okami.
Yeah, it's my 2-year anniversary stream.
Like 4 weeks in a row.
4 weeks in a row, no Okami. Let's go. There's so much tape on
Even
this.
though you're a frame away from finishing the game.
Yeah, I know, right? It keeps getting delayed.
I have to
New
play
Year's
that
and
game.
stuff.
I mean, I have to play that game.
It's fun.
I have it now.
You guys all better show up for my anniversary stream. Oh,
I'll be at work.
Guys, look at the base. This is the only thing that I wanted to actually. One of the best parts about just getting anything new is like ripping off the little plastic pieces. It's satisfying. Everyone who's ever
It's
bought
not
anything
actually
knows this.
patch.
It's so good. It's so good. There's so little plastic on here.
Oh, I think I get it. I think I get what the base is
Yeah.
to.
What'd you say?
Is the base a reference to? I'm not like no, obviously no spoilers, but is that a reference to Chapter 6?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I mean, one way or the other, it looks cool. So
Yeah.
that's all that I really care about. Let's get the actual. It seems like most figurines that I've found, the bases come like not connected to the actual person. Look at Hajime. Look at this man. The absolute great man right here, Hajime Hinata.
There we go.
This fucking awesome dude. I'm so excited about this. I've wanted this for so long. So now we gotta connect it to the base. Where does this go? Like here? Oh, he's just got like one little goop on his shoe.
That new game smell.
That new Hajime smell.
When you open up
Hi, Hajime.
new game case, like the manual.
Yeah. Take a look at that. Officially my new favorite figurine. Look at how high quality it is too. Like his hair and everything and his face. This is like
New book smells pretty
this is like the highest quality figurine I own. Like to be fair, most of them I got for like $20. This is 70. So I'm going all in on this figurine collecting thing.
Oh, I mean, what about the $200 Chiaki one?
That one comes at a later date, Scott. That's it.
Okay, good to see. You can buy a video game console for that same price.
And you know what? To me, it's worth it. But that is not what's happening right now. I love this figurine so much. Like seeing it in real is crazy. Like this is mine. I own this. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. This is definitely like gonna be up front and center because
I hope your dog choose it.
No, my dog doesn't do that. Thankfully, she used to chew like game carts, but she doesn't anymore.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
But
Really
your
deep
dad
games.
might chew it.
Yeah, my dad will see Hajime and he can't resist just biting down. Please, like, take that off the record that I said that. I don't want that sentence to be known to the world. So we're gonna finish it.
I'm gonna be right back.
Alright, I am
I'll do that.
super excited about this. It is super exciting. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I'll just put it, like, over here for now. So I can just have it in the corner of my eye. But Hajime Hinata, he's the best. Hajime is the best. I love this man. And now my addiction has forever changed because this is the first $70 figure I've gotten, and it will not be the last. Thank you all for helping feed my addiction by just, I don't know, I guess me opening them here. So with that's just fun. I like doing that on stream. It's just nice, especially when it's, you know, stuff that most of you guys would know. I think that's the first one that like really actually makes sense on my streams, because the other one was what, the Roy Mustang and the Silent one. So that's not exactly like, that's something obviously that I know very well, but it's not something that's really too into with the streams. Dude, this was sculpted by Koto Bikiwa. Shoutouts to that guy.
Yuck.
Shoutouts to
Kyoto
Miyagi. Yeah, shoutouts to that guy. But also, like, just look at this. This box is so cool. Hajime is cool. Danganronpa. It's Danganronpa in case you didn't know. Danganronpa. Okay. Let's get back to the game. I think Toad left. I don't know.
Whatever, it'll be
Who
fine.
cares about Toad?
He'll be back one day.
One day. Okay. Should we wait for Toad?
The next
It's fine.
this next person is someone who witnessed the crime as
As it happened.
prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawford at the stand.
Oh no, Mister. Who's? You should be Dahlia.
Yeah, I was gonna be Dahlia anyway.
Oh look, it's her thing. Her like weird angel wings. She's got butterflies. She's so pretty. What's this stiff silence? I forgot that I was playing as Mia.
In my long career as a judge, I've deceived by many witnesses. That's all. Ever since, it was the only thing I'm saying. It is my job to doubt it. Take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit you radiate a glow of complete sincerity.
She looks so beautiful and kind, and yeah, I believe everything she says. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that Phoenix isn't the one up in the stand, because he'd just be like, "Oh, of course you're right. I'm not gonna contradict you at all. I'll go to prison." I can't believe he actually said that. Pain is worried. Pain's like, "Oh, it's a good thing I've got this desk covering my regions."
Okay. I guess since Toad's gone, you have to be.
I have to
you
fill
have
in
to be
for
doing.
directions.
It's practice. Dog. You didn't. Okay.
You cut out. I didn't even hear what you said.
Dog swallow.
Doug swallow.
Ah, swallow.
Doug swallow Pain's region.
Oh, well now then, witness. Can you please state your... I am...
She's so shy. Don't worry, sweetie.
Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. I have strong arms and a gavel. If anyone says anything rude, you'll be sure I can smash them with
Okay,
my...
guys, we're in court.
With my... and I'll bash them with my...
Bash him with my gavel. I love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Thank you for calming down my nerves.
You're welcome, Dahlia.
You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all.
Pain says, touching his hat. His hair.
It was nothing.
How does hair grow like that? If we must move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
My name is Dolly Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at IVU. I just want to say,
So much.
it is an honor for me to be here in your noble
She's so nice! No!
The honor is all mine!
And I need to convict her of being a murderer! I feel so bad.
No, the honor is all mine!
Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Okay.
Sir?
Well, I know that Payne had it done like that, but like I feel like it still wouldn't grow in that
Yep,
fashion.
there's some... Can I help you? You just don't want to say whatever is on
That
your
girl
mind.
sucked. Oh, you read that?
I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone, I just know it.
Feeny?
Oh, yes, yes.
Tapu
I can see why
Fini.
you would say that.
Tapu Feeny. She's gonna be a tough witness, alright. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her finger. That seems like one of her charms.
Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please.
I sure do. What I witnessed. Witness
Okay.
testimony. Toad is still gone.
Yeah, whatever. He's...
Good thing we didn't.
I had been... Yeah, I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class is over.
I just want to know how that thing like stays up. Like I don't know why I'm so entranced with this veil around her, but I feel like it shouldn't work like that.
Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building.
You are so good at coming up with nicknames.
Then, suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly, just collapsed.
I just keep looking at the Hajime. I think you're so good.
That's when Feeny noticed that I was there.
Dude, look at his like. This is a random distraction, but like, look at his shirt pocket. He's got like the little symbol on there built in. That's so cool. I didn't even look at the little details on this thing. I love it. Sorry, I like Hajime too much.
I went to go find some other students and
I know it's
They
wrapped
called
around
the-
her arms, but it wouldn't be going up like that. It would like be dragging down. This thing is denying the laws of physics, and I will not have it. I'm gonna object to that veil. So what, Narwhal?
I don't know what to say. According
So
to you,
what?
miss, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn.
What?
Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth.
I really don't want to think about Payne having passions when he was young. That sounds really rude.
But I would never...
didn't phrase that right. Hold it! That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Please just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case with a bunch of paper-thin lies.
You gonna change the...
You know me? I know you?
Mia Fey.
What? This is a surprise.
What's this? So you two are acquainted?
And then
Kid?
Payne's imagination ran wild. Yes, we've met before. Once.
In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you, Madam Fey.
Madam Fay. Madam! I'm no one's grandma yet, girly. And you never will be.
I mean, yeah.
What I witnessed. I plan to go back to Feeny's place after. Hold it! Now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeny, I mean Mr. Wright, is in the art department. What the fuck? If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building?
Oh, Feeny.
Well,
Toad.
I'm in the literature department. So I'm studying Japanese senior
Toad,
poetry.
you missed so much funny.
Mr. Dolly.
You did.
Oh, that's you now.
Oh, how wonderful. Is that
You
your
missed the Harlem Shake.
style of haiku? Yes. Oh, that's not.
Nothing left to do when a man reaches this age, sleep is his best.
That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis.
You bet their shot.
Teenage
Fuck.
crisis.
For me to get into the art department, I have to walk through the back area.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors.
How else would you enter? Teleportation? I'm gonna make you wish you were never killed. Feeny and Dougie, they were both— HOLD IT! So who is this Dougie person?
Follow me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We're dating about till 8 months ago.
So what were Dougie, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright's talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean?
Oh, did her
Okay.
song play? Did her theme play?
I think so.
Yeah, I played when
Love that
she
song.
came in. I would never eaves. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
Oh my god, I can't believe that she's like the perfect girl, guys. I guarantee you that there's no like hidden angry bitch side to her that never happens in this game series.
Nah. That's right, Miss Fair. Don't drag the witness down.
To her level, excuse you, Judge. Excuse you. Why am I being demonized here?
He is being canceled. Please go on. What did you see next? I'll be right back again.
Oh my toad. Then suddenly, Dougie got— HOLD IT! Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yeah, Amber May was an absolute
Yes.
angel. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dougie.
I pressed her for no good reason. I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about his testimony just now? Leave it alone for now. I'll come back to it. Such a statement works in our favor for now. I'll hold off on looking into any deeper unless it's necessary.
Well, there we go, young lady. Please, just go on with your testimony.
Sometimes I realize that I'm like not paying attention when I should be. Like that was a case of that. That's a big reason why I didn't press either, because I'm not sure. So I'll come back to it. This one, Fee noticed that I was— HOLD IT! And what did Mr. Wright say when he saw you? Did he go, "Oh my God, it's whatever"?
I'm sorry. I was so flustered that I really don't remember. Please forgive me.
You don't remember? You stupid bitch.
Well, that's common enough. Sometimes I can't recall a sentence that passed only a minute prior.
Please, someone, anyone, just stop him before he gets hurt by me. I didn't know that Mia was such a freaking physical person. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the— HOLD IT! When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yeah.
Yeah, they're all very fond of their drugs.
Screenshot! Please try to stay on topic. So, to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct?
That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 researcher students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they'd all seem to know what was going on.
The students knew what was going on? Press for more details. But how could the students have known what was going on?
Well, I don't know for sure whether they knew what had happened. It's just, they all seemed kind of excited about something.
Excited? It doesn't look like more about the students.
So the students call the police?
Yes, I was just so panicked.
Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear.
That girl.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
telling a super obvious lie.
I missed those two fawning over.
Yeah, you did. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, that's gonna be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm gonna have to dig deeper to find the contradiction in this one. So, probably has something to do with this one? Hold it. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
I said that already when we did this already,
In
yes.
other words, the victim never touched the victim, is that right?
Absolutely! It's so true!
Press it for no good reason. I know the judge will get angry with me. Should I do our testimony just now? Show contradiction. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne. So let's drop them, shall we?
Oh, what? I would never.
Miss Freya will not allow you to back to this witness. I believe the intended offense is engaged. Fishing expedition.
A fishing expedition.
That is, she has no supporting. Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne.
Hawthorne.
Hawthorne?
Hawthorne.
God.
Hawthorne.
The defendant's paw print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket.
I said Hawthorne.
It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim.
They're both flowers, but
They
Dahlia
are?
and Hawthorne.
Oh
Yes.
my god. I didn't know that actually.
She's as delicate as a flower.
What?
It's probably more delicate than a flower, it seems like. There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. I don't know if that's getting somewhere, but...
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed it.
Hold it! You didn't see it? I said that very strangely.
Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow.
And me,
Yes, that's...
Awokenkyoger.
Yeah, Awokenkyoger was there too.
He killed him.
Is this like all new? Or this didn't look like they were fighting. I didn't hear anything unusual here. That seems wrong too. Hold it! So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? Really, Dahlia?
I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation in the rain.
I mean, she would never eavesdrop, though.
Yeah, she would never eavesdrop ever because she's just too nice.
I would never eavesdrop because I am
Give me a break.
sex. That's when I was watching them all that closely.
But you weren't.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
Absolutely nothing. Zero things that are wrong. Oh, please, Mr. Judge was my father.
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
You can call me whatever my first name is.
Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge.
I don't.
Now then, please proceed.
I thought it was gonna be like, now then, please say that again. For my...
One more
3 times.
time. Baby.
Please amend your testimony to include that statement.
I gotta make this 3 now. Now it's 3. Okay, so found the students, they called the authorities. Didn't look like they were fighting. I didn't hear anything unusual either. Well, we know that Phoenix said that there was an unusual noise. So the umbrella. Is there like specifically? There was a loud sound when this happened, so I think we can probably present that. Objection!
You still have not listened for your objection.
Yeah, I did. I did once.
Yeah, you did one.
Yeah.
Once?
You say you didn't hear anything unusual. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery.
I didn't do that too well, but that's fine. That's nice. But I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise.
He said that?
If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well?
Wins time.
Objection!
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
Shut up, Paige! Objection! But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise, like a snap! There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. What if when she said snap, I just like picked up my Hajime, like snapped it in half? That would have been pretty funny.
Yeah, you definitely do that.
I would totally do that.
Hajime's head in half.
I would never hurt you, Hajime. Never in my life.
May I have a moment to...
No. By all means.
I know the reason. I didn't hear the noise.
Love this song.
You see...
She's deaf.
I had my headphones on and I was listening to music.
What
Anime
kind
openings.
of? I was gonna say.
It's like that one meme of the guy. She's like, she's so cute. I wonder what she's listening to.
My favorite anime is Sword Art.
Yes.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
Just like me.
I only have AirPods.
This is 2011. Why aren't there AirPods?
The rain was just beginning to let up,
This takes place in like 2018 or 2019.
but it seems as though the boy wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet.
I think this takes place in 2019.
This?
No.
I think.
Oh,
This
no, not yet. This is very not 2019, Toad.
No, I'm. Hang on.
Toad,
Toad, are you
Toad,
okay?
Hang on.
Toad, you are not okay right now. This is 5 years
This case takes
earlier,
place in
Proton
2011.
Toad.
Oh, okay, right. I was thinking game in general. Okay, yeah.
So
The
that'd be
target's not in the
2016.
past. Yeah.
Oh, well, no.
Wait, no.
the
This
game
case is in 2013, and it's 26. I don't know. Time frames.
No, this game is not.
I mean, does it really matter? All things considered.
Weird out.
No, I mean, I guess technically, this game is 2014,
Okay.
I think.
Did you read that?
This game is like, yeah, I did. So this guy continued to rumble. I read it again. There we go.
Thunder and lightning, huh? I kind of figured that it was probably something like that. Maybe I should elaborate on that statement. I kind of assumed that this got hit by lightning, but I wasn't positive. No one had mentioned lightning yet. I didn't think. So I'm afraid of the sound of thunder.
Wow, what a bitch.
So I put my headphones on to block it out.
But then I got struck by lightning.
And nervous.
Oh,
No.
she's just your type. Well,
Toad.
as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony at all.
Wait a sec, Mia. The testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. She was listening to music. There was lightning. Toad is definitely not wrong. Your Honor, there's something problem with testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere. Am I right?
Now it's not the time for a science lesson,
Really?
Miss Faye.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a lightning bolt? Oh, ahoo! Hee-ha-hoo!
I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy, anyway? Ones that
Not
go
many.
against the defense. This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself was mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact the victim of a stray bolt. I see your hair, that's uncool. Why is that uncool?
It appears the defense made onto something. They couldn't be that it's death that was actually accidental.
No way. Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty now if you please. Ah! What do you got in store for us, Mr. Payne?
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye.
That is a lot of work. Just don't cut it, Burb. Just get your hair as long as possible, like me, and never cut it, and it looks horrible if you don't shower every single hour.
I'm not a fool, you know. RJ would call me a fool. Say foolishly, foolishly.
He would say that.
Foolishly, foolish.
He would say that.
Prosecution stats
I
research,
miss
Your Honor.
RJ. It's so sad that he died.
We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day at that location.
That's... Can we pretend that you didn't? What?
What's more, we have evidence the electrical cable is definitely linked
Really?
to this case.
Really?
Evidence, Mr. Payne. What is this evidence?
Affidavit.
This affidavit. And who is this affidavit from? The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in the labs of that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology student.
Yeah,
All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden around 3 p.m. that day.
when did it come back?
Was it a blackout?
You see in front of your window, but dude, I like seeing
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
Okay. So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely! They lost power because of the severed electrical.
Okay, makes sense.
The power outage occurred at approximately 3 o'clock p.m., which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly! The victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
Suppose this is a good time to do it.
I see. Apparently the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
That sounds like a very genuine issue.
I don't know why they didn't replace them already.
Student testimony added to the court record. The old power cable broke due to some sort of impact on 4/9 at 2:55 p.m.
However, there's one thing that troubles me. The cable could have been broken by any small... And it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
A bird landed on it.
I suppose you could say that. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
I sure hope so, Your Honor. I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. Okay, so I guarantee you it's probably in the profiles. Something about the profiles. Okay, so cause of death was a fatal electric shock at 3. Crime photo 1. I mean, like, unless he threw the umbrella up after and then land. I don't know. That's stupid. I'm not even going to continue with that joke. I don't think that makes sense. At least I know that this watch says like 3:10. I feel like that's still important. I haven't brought it up yet. This has nothing to do with it. Found broken near an electrical pole at the crime scene. I don't know. Loud sound. I don't think this has anything to do with anything. This doesn't have anything to do with anything. What kind of impact? If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. What was it that caused the cable to break?
Okay. Probably the umbrella is the thing that... Like, that's the only item that really makes sense. And unless, you know, friggin' Dahlia over here, like, shot it with a pistol. I don't think anyone else really broke it themselves. So I feel like... Probably umbrella? Maybe? Take that! This is it. This is why the cable snapped.
Well, Your Honor,
Dang
the
it.
only thing that has snapped into the mind of the defense.
Jeez, Thunderspray hates gunshots. True. I didn't think of
That was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor.
That was harsh. Please, Your Honor, give me one more chance.
Wow, you don't even take damage.
Oh yeah, you don't take damage here? Okay, so...
Apparently not.
Interesting.
It's like, oh, he'll be stupid, so it's giving more chance.
Yeah. It's the first case, they gotta let you learn. Well then, let's hear it. Okay, so... It's not the umbrella, the attorney's badge. What would it be then? Cause death is fatal electric shock. Something
I mean,
that would've
what
caused-
impact?
I mean, so it's not the umbrella. We know that it's not the umbrella. The Cold Killer X. We know that it was...
All you need is an impact.
Well, yeah.
What impact happened in the area? It's not saying like it necessarily hit anything like the cables.
The thunder? Hey, they said there was no
The
thunder in that
thunder?
area.
No, what like was anything like impact? Would anything cause a vibration?
Less impacts made on impacts on the cables, dude. Holy shit! I don't think it would be any specific in like one. What if Phoenix sneezed? I bet he sneezed.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's it? I think that's it. Phoenix sneeze. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
The defendant's testimony.
He
I
said that
find
after
it
he
so
pushed the
stupid.
victim. He heard a loud
got it
sharp
right.
noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Wait, are you saying that?
I mean, I knew that was a thing. I guess I kind of just forgot, because I guess I kind of assumed that we already knew that was what broke the wire, but apparently you gotta think a little bit stupid. So I wasn't even thinking about it, because it just seemed so obvious to me that there was no real point in bringing it up.
Okay.
But I'm still gonna say it was just because Phoenix sneezed. The lab equipment locks power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. Would that have also worked if I just said his testimony? Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power out. Are you serious? Really? Really now?
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion.
What? How brittle are these fucking lines?
Very.
What the shit?
And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be
Okay,
electrocuted.
you see, when the judge said that it had to be some sort of a bump or something, I thought he meant on the lines, not on the ground underneath the lines.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Well, that's not what I understood. I thought that he was saying that something bumped the lines specifically, not the ground. Like, what the fuck? That seems way too brittle. That is a huge safety issue. It's no wonder no one's died yet. I understand
No
any
wonder
vibration
no
would
one's
cause it to
died
snap, but like I didn't think that it would mean a vibration on the ground, like 20 feet under it, or 30 feet under it. Very chef Objection! I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. Even if that's gonna, even if that means they're gonna wear easily, I understand that. I still feel like they shouldn't break that easily. I've never heard of a power line going off because someone shoved someone on the ground next to them. But I can't agree with that, Mr. Payne.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. Okay, that makes sense.
That's what it was.
It was that impact that caused the cable to break. Back alley 2 in 2014, so the school doesn't care at all.
Well, that makes sense. And the victim was
Yeah, okay, because when we saw him being pushed, it didn't show that he got hit, but he hit a pole. So I guess I didn't really think about that either. Oh, that would make sense. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no. It doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into this far pole, then he could have been electrocuted. He couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. Ah! In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. No, yeah, I get that, Narwhal. It's just not anything I thought of.
Order! Order in the court.
Ah, the lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them. Sometimes I feel like I take those, like, photos and, like, videos that they show it too much at, like, direct face value in this series. That's not new.
It's true. The defense is absolutely correct.
They don't seem to be aware of the
Mr. Judge, sir. May I say something?
No. Get out of here.
The Madam Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different from what I remember.
Okay. What the? Why isn't Grossberg there?
He hasn't been here since, like, the recess.
He wasn't there
Remember, she
earlier
said
either.
He went down to go. Yeah. He went down to.
Get something from
I
you.
do remember that, yeah.
Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge.
She's crying. It's sad.
Of course, it's all right.
She cries very easily.
Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. Her true colors? What I witnessed, part 2.
I think this might be the faster song.
Okay.
No.
The truth is, that's not me. The truth is,
Yeah,
that's not me.
exactly. The truth is, that isn't you. You're right, that is the truth.
It is.
I like that truth. The truth is, Beanie pushed him twice.
Tell you why your boyfriend is and he's about to be stopping.
The first time was in the electric pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him.
What is with her eyes, also? Her eyes are very strange.
But Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind. the cable snapping, and Dougie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute.
Oh, that's not true, Dahlia.
I'm
That's
sure you
not
don't have
true.
anything that'll counter that.
So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run far away.
I will show how they are strange when she comes back up again.
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
Oh, yeah, got it. Okay. The sprite. So, like, if you look at, like, just her eyes, they seem like they're segmented with the black lines or whatever. That's not really the issue. It's like, most of them are brown. The other part is, like, a reddish brown. It's interesting. I don't think eyes work like that. It's not, like, an issue. You know, I understand that this is a video game, but...
Animation's got tears in her eyes.
Yeah, anyway, I'm so sorry, Beanie, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, sweetie.
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Faye, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
I'm surprised no one's, like, upset with her about being so sensitive. Usually people do that. Everyone here is just falling for her, so I guess it makes sense. Even Maya. Truth is... Hold it!
Maya's not even here. She's being...
I said Maya
Okay.
again, damn it. Miss Hawthorne? Is that
There you
it? Previously in your
Nice.
testimony, you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
I know. I'm so sorry. Just wanted to text Beanie.
Maroon, is that what it is? So that's why you basically lied to the court.
I was a bad girl, I know. I'm just trying to-
being a bad girl.
I've been a... So... Yes?
No. Okay, good.
Would you please forgive little old me?
Could you do me a favor?
I'm so glad she didn't say what I thought she was gonna say.
Please, please.
What did you think she was gonna say?
I thought she was gonna go, would you, like, because, yeah, I am sitting here waiting for her to just, like, have some very weird character tonal shift, because every character like this in the series does. So I swear to God, for a second, I think it's just gonna go, would you please punish me? That's what I thought she was gonna say, because she was a bad girl.
Do
I was gonna be like,
punishment.
okay, of course, something.
Oh, come now. It was just a little old white
We are in
lie.
court!
We'll forget it this time. Please be more careful from now on, alright?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all.
Just better be more careful himself. A dark alley is stranger than that girl. Really? I guess you do know her. I've got an achievement, Beware Your Honor. Press Dahlia's claim that Feeny pushed him twice. Cool. The first time was in the electric pole. That's when the cable. Hold it! You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole?
I know he doesn't look like it, but Feeny could have been imp when he wants to be.
Oh, really?
Like in bed.
But I never imagined that he'd ever cause an electrical cable to
Me
break.
know that.
I knew I know he's an imp, but never in my life did I imagine an electrical cable would break because of him. For some reason, I never considered that. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad.
Really?
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual.
Shut up!
Maybe
He's
I
got a
could take
giant
his-
pink sweater on
I'll
with
be
a
back in
heart
like 30
with the
seconds.
letter P on it. He is not a dangerous individual. And Doug tried his best to hold it! So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold?
Miss Faye, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness. Scott.
He's left.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move.
Yeah, and he's wearing a Doctor Mask for
All I
purpose, and
could
that's
do
what
was
he's cool.
stand there and cheer them.
He's anti-dangerous. Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
Well, I wish the best for them both. They would each give their fight their all.
Oh, she's so considerate and nice and wants her boyfriends to fight over her.
As very sweet of you to be so supportive.
No, not in this context. No, it is not. Oh, I really want my boyfriend, my current boyfriend, my previous boyfriend, to do well in this fist fight that they're having. I hope they both do their best on
She
this
sells
fight.
tickets to the fight.
She's so supportive. That is not good supportive.
And what happened after that?
Feeny caught up and hold it! That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket?
Well, no, there weren't. Madame Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little carefully? I said that he crashed into him behind, right?
Oh, like a car.
My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints in them case,
I'm
would
back.
Mm.
Imagine you're drowning in characters right now.
The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all hold it! That's not true! Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
That's understandable. Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone.
Why can't the judge act like this for Phoenix? Just like ever?
Because he doesn't have boobs.
That's true. What if Phoenix got boob implants? Would the judge act like that for Phoenix then?
Yes.
Awesome. Good to know. I guess that'll be next
That
game.
happens in the next game.
Phoenix Wright.
Just like with 14 O's specifically.
Yeah.
It's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. Oh, I've been thinking this entire time. I already have a thought, and it's the best thought. It all occurred within less than a minute. Well, let me tell you something. No, it fucking did not. This is the picture. That's the watch, and that's not 3 o'clock. Take diction.
Ejection.
That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine? That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the watch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Oh, that's 3:05, not 3:10. And also not
Yes,
a.m.
and your point is, Miss Faye.
My point is this! What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Yeah!
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during that 10-minute interval?
Tell the truth, fool.
The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. And that person being Winston, that's not his name, Payne! Is that his name?
It is his name.
It is!
This is nonsense! It's a real murderer!
I'm just used to Winston not being the name, and only Scott understands what that means. Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. I thought of that earlier, and I clicked off the game.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
Hair flip.
There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer? I know who it is.
Miss Faye,
That's not who it is.
the defense ready to indict someone as the real killer.
Yes, I'm so ready.
It's time to take down Marvin
This is
Grossberg.
the moment I've been waiting for.
This is the final case. It's finally time to take the
Yes, Your
big
Honor.
bad of the
We are
story.
ready.
Your milkshake brings
Very well.
all
But remember,
Marvin Grossberg's the one whose milkshake really brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, it does.
Also, I should say the entire time we were seeing Grossberg daily games, Young kept making references to hemorrhoids, even though he doesn't reference hemorrhoids until this game.
No, I noticed that, because I kind of thought that the hemorrhoids was just a joke between us, but I realized at some point he'd never said that before. So, that's funny.
Yeah, you see, it's this game.
I mean,
And the
he seems like someone who would have hemorrhoids, so... What do you mean if I accuse the wrong person?
Very
You don't know
careful.
I
who
think
it
this is the first time you could actually get a penalty.
Is it?
It might be.
I think
Now
that
then,
I would have gotten a
Miss Faye, let's
penalty
have
if
it.
I
Who is the
presented the
real
wrong
killer?
evidence just then. Who is the real killer? Oh, I fucking know who
I
it
mean,
is.
from like,
Who is
I
the
mean,
real
from like,
killer?
I mean, from like a not testimony.
Okay,
I mean,
It is Winston Payne.
It's crime
Take that!
32.
Marvin the
It
judge.
can only have been you, Dahlia
The judge.
Hawthorne.
You're not the real judge.
The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Mrs. Hawthorne? Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on, as you say? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you. Stupid bitch!
Order, order, Miss Faye.
This is my favorite part of these trials.
What I mean to say is,
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands.
Wind.
I like that scream.
How could you say just such a mean thing, Madam Faye? I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. I know it. I know how this game works. He said, "Hold it."
Your Honor. Please, I have some. What to
He's
say.
gonna like confess.
Don't you? What is it?
Please strike everything in defense just said right from the record.
What the? Are you daft?
You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that.
She very could. She's a murderer or something.
Oh, Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man.
Leave my Dolly alone. Chew cough.
God, young Phoenix, man. He was so in love.
Oh,
That boy.
he's
Grossberg!
gotten himself in way over his head.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg. You're
I
back.
know. You'll see. Somehow
Oh,
the
it
world
seems
will
alright,
change
just
for
a
me and be
nigga.
so wonderful. I don't know. Grossberg, here I could be what a sing.
That's fair.
The iCarly theme.
That's also fair. He reminds you of Gibby, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. Gimme!
Go, I read this.
Okay. Police report added to the court record. A report of that incident 8 months ago. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Let's take a look. District Courthouse Cafeteria. Time and date August 27, 4 p.m. Victim Diego Armando.
Diego Armando.
Dude, Armando from Ring Fit Adventure.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know Armando from Ring Fit Adventure? Suspect Dahlia, ha ha ha, that's her name. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or in the suspect's person. It's unclear the poison entered the coffee cup. Man, you know, I really wonder how it is that poison got into that man's coffee cup. I'm incredibly curious what could have done that. You only know
Better
the
take
ring,
a good
not
look
Ring.
at it.
Excuse me, his name is not The Ring, his name is Ring. That is his official name. Get it right.
Details how you came to lose your boy. Diego Armando and Mia Faye.
Oh.
Now then, the defense has made a very serious
I
accusation.
see, I see.
Makes sense why she wants to take this case now.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
What even was the first case in game 1? Saw it. Frank saw it.
Frank saw-
That case had Larry Butts. So I'm like comparing the cases in my head.
This one's this one.
But does this one have Larry Butts?
No, that's why it makes it better.
No.
Okay, fair.
Oh my god.
Well, really, Your Honor,
Hey, it's Kyogre X April and not Needle. Dude, it's been like 3 months since you've been here. It's so long. Very long time. This one may have Dahlia, but it doesn't have Larry Butts.
Excuse me, but I should say last night in VC, you're talking
Oh,
about
God, here we go.
BFV.
We're talking about my favorite characters. We're looking at my
I-
hold on. You gotta add context. We were looking at my characters, and I had, because I have a BFB tier list. I haven't updated it in a super long time. I had golf ball above needle, and I thought to myself that doesn't seem right. Scott can say the line.
Yeah. So he said, yeah, I like Golf Ball's my second favorite character for sure, but Needle, well, I just have too much of a history with Needle. I just have too much of
I have too much of a history with Needle. It's true.
What's this history?
It's our history together. You don't need to know too much.
Leafy is the worst character.
Fair
That is-
opinion. I don't agree
Thank
with
you
it,
for
but
validating
it's a
my-
fair opinion. And you're welcome, Toad. Larry's great, but also you hate him. How do you hate Larry, Old Clown Road?
Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand.
It's a love-hate relationship. I understand that. Larry's great, though. I can't hate
Oh,
him.
she's crying again.
I'm a crying
That
person.
is, go right ahead. That you broke up with a...
Madam Faye, are you
Yeah.
seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie?
Yes. Yes. I am.
Yes, I am.
Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your boyfriend, Phoenix Wright.
Objection! I told you should let me handle this.
Weep.
I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
No, goodbye, Kyogre X April and not Needle.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my lyric community.
Narwhal.
The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous, I guess, is the word she used, but who cares?
Kyogre X April and not Needle has highlighted his message with, guys, I have to confess something. Oh man, I'm F-Burb. What?
For the entire
No! You're telling me this all these months, Kyogre X April and not Needle has been F-Burb the entire time?
I didn't even know that was a person. I haven't looked in chat once. I just picked up that there was an account named that, and I knew it was him.
What a plot twist. It's an account that he used a long while back during one of these streams. It was funny. We all know that it's true.
I think that was like
You're not
very
very good
early
at
in
hiding,
AA1.
Yeah, it was, I think.
so- Yeah.
I think it was like case 2.
Probably.
April, May.
Cause that, yeah, April, May, exactly.
The
Yeah.
immersion.
What immersion. Too much.
Oh, no, it was case 3. It was probably
I
like the
believe
first
the
stream.
girl was trying to ask
Yeah.
what on earth her...
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. I said something about having to stay loyal to Needle. See? We have history! Me and Needle have history. Okay, that seems like an important scene, so I'm gonna read this now. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And now we know why it was so important to her.
Hunters.
The same day, the two of them accidentally met. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Harthrone
Dahlia Huffle. Further testimony? What about?
about the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
We're finally... I think this might be
Please
Allegro.
stop doing
What could that
that!
possibly have to do with this case?
I hate his objection noise so much. I hate it. Objection! The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have said this is just she is in fact with a very good reason.
Very well then. Grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a little bit longer?
What's good, Narwhal?
I could make so many jokes about
them.
that stuff.
I want to hear them.
Okay,
Of
first
course not, Mr.
How-
Judge.
to
I'm just gonna keep
stay on top of what?
talking so Toad can't talk.
What's wrong? Toad is here to stay. We gotta let him. This is
Of
No.
course not, Mr. J. Mr. J.
Mr. J. His objection. It is okay. It is good, but I hate it. Like freaking.
I bet the voice actor had a lot of fun with it.
Oh, but absolutely. Like Old Clown Road says, it's a love-hate relationship, but instead of with Larry, it's with this guy. Burb choked on a
my God, I
kid and
forgot to
died.
let
Fuck, what's popping?
One of my favorite songs in the series.
How I
think.
Met My Feeny.
Yes!
When I first met my darling Phoebe, I first met her 8 months ago. It's like you were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement.
Really?
The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat.
Really? Love at first sight.
And we've been going out ever since that fateful day 8 months ago. We were so we're so lovey-wovey. We make people think it's just jealous, I think.
Why are you saying
Phoenix
that
has a
line so
really
fast?
deep voice.
What's wrong
Because
with
Phoenix
that
is
line?
like being detained currently. Can I press that statement?
Mr. Wright, do that again and you'll be held in contempt of court.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her.
I was adding sound effects. I hope you enjoyed that too.
I was too.
Thank you.
How I met my Phoenix. Wait, I wanna.
How will I make you a Feeny?
Oh, I can't press that one. Damn it.
That was the
That
contradiction.
wasn't
It was. I first met my. Hold it! So, until that time, you had been dating Doug
This song is
Swallow.
so good.
Yes, I'm a real fool, I know.
Foolish fool.
Burp choked on Kool-Aid and died, redeemed their message with 100 channel points. Type your message below and we'll give it some glitz in chat. Burp choked on Kool-Aid and died, redeemed their channel points with 100 with highlighted their message. Type your message below and we'll give it some glitz in chat. And they did it again.
Oh, bad.
Letting my emotions change too quickly, I'm ashamed of...
I'm surprised that you remember the details to those accounts, Burb.
Why wouldn't he? They're in
No.
aggro.
Allegro. Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my...
Is that like
My
Allegra?
critics have even taken the call me Judge Fickle.
Really?
Oh man.
Maybe you should look at for a different line of work.
No!
You gotta
Like
fight
that,
the past-
however, he always plays hands down correct verdict.
Give yourself 10 minutes to log into Kyogre X April and not Needle. Does he always have the correct verdict? Great judge.
Yep. That's why some people also call him the Great Judge.
I mean, isn't that more on the defense? Whatever. Okay. It's like we're destined to meet in this area. Hold it! The courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. I mean, not for Phoenix.
That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
You will do that. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Harthrop. What was a literature student like you doing a courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning
No.
is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
That's what you would like to think, Mr. Winston, but that's not true.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you. This has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case.
Yeah, exactly, no. I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. Better tread carefully. Keep pressing. Your Honor, if you allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony.
Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
Dude, I wonder if there's any Dahlia figurines that I can buy. Scott!
1 second, I'm like eating a thing. I don't want to be.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
I
If
respect
it
that.
pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this.
Can we get these butterflies out of the courtroom? Go to the courthouse, do some research for the- Hold it! You were writing a paper? On what? Being a bitch? I'm sorry I call her a bitch so much, it just seems
On
appropriate.
the relationships between modern scene of poetry and the criminal underworld.
What?
That sounds like a fascinating research.
That seems like a little bit too intense for butterflies, Bird.
Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten.
I do call everyone a bitch. That's just my go-to insult. Again with the midlife crisis stuff.
Why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? What? What are you doing?
I'm doing the background. That's like the noise that comes out of the back of his throat.
I didn't know if that was me echoing or not.
That's just me.
I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear, so be sure to read it carefully. Alright, I wonder what you have to use.
She is definitely a bitch. The moment our eyes met, my heart— HOLD IT! No, it did not! So what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? Is it his great hair, his beautiful smile, or his wonderful, kind nature? Tell me, please! In my personal opinion, he just looks like a typical sign-of college brat. What?
Yeah.
But you love him!
Perhaps to eliminate your age, for me, he's handsome.
How old is Mia?
Mia!
Holy shit! It doesn't even show her. Holy shit.
Mia's probably like 23. At least I think that's the age Phoenix was
Oh
when
yeah,
he
this is
started.
me. Why did I forget that now? Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he's a
It's
diamond.
Hawthorne.
I will never say that right.
Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning.
Jane believes in love.
If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might fall.
Wait, I want to see your wife. What? I want to see his wife.
He's telling the truth. It was truly shocking.
I want to know.
Eat up a mushroom, growing in all the darkness. It comes from cow dung.
Okay. What?
That's the poem it just describes, so I feel.
Poor Phoenix, man.
Wow. We going on ever since that. Hold it! Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow?
None at all. We parted on very good terms.
But that can't be.
Our investigation also shows there was a clear.
How? Huh? I guess that makes sense.
No
Probably go-
bruises on her face.
Are you sure?
Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way.
That's good, I guess. Now they'll be able to. No, Bane is married. Now I'll never be able to fulfill your fantasies. It's okay, Narwhal. Just like pretend that you're his wife and it'll work.
Pain is married to Needle.
No. No. So you're saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with you?
Well, you see.
What a cruel thing to ask a lovely lady like this. By the way, I have never once even considered leaving my wife.
Okay, Payne.
No one cares, Mr. Fane.
This is great. This is great. She didn't deny it. That must have been. The Swallow must have seen through her little act. Must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature. Yeah, her bitchiness.
Listen to me, Mia. That woman has the judge in the palm of her hand, you see.
It's not that hard.
So the only way to discredit her is to find a contradiction in the
Mia, you
testimony.
could use your womanly charms to seduce the judge. That's another way we could go about this trial. Just be like, Judge, give me a not guilty, and I will have sex with you, and that guy will be down within a millisecond.
Yeah?
The judge is married.
So?
My boyfriend is dead.
Alright, so it looks like we just meet in the order. I had to come and go to research for a paper I was writing. I get the feeling that that's not true because you were
Judge
a
ain't fucking
suspect.
sleep around.
What?
Judge don't fucking sleep around.
He could if he wanted to. He's hot enough. So we probably want this because this is the day that they met. You weren't there. Well, I mean, you could have been there for that, and then you were still a suspect. But I feel like that's probably what we gotta go with. I don't think their relationship really matters that much, nor do I think that the fate exactly matters. So I think it's gotta be this. I think. Objection!
No, you would not.
Miss Hawthorne, you
Nice,
weren't
you
here
did.
because of your research paper, were you? I have to like really focus in on the words there to like say her last name right. Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What is the meaning of this cocky smile on your face, Miss Fane?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy. Do you mean the incident, the bite of 87?
No!
Do you mean, was it the bite of 87?
No.
Do you mean the incident in which it was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What?
Ding, ding.
Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia
Is this-
Hawthorne.
Pursuit? No, not yet.
She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago.
A criminal case.
Criminal
We haven't
case!
heard- we haven't heard Pursuit yet, have
I don't know.
we? Order, order, order! This is unbelievable.
Bite of 27.
Was it 87? It's true
That's the
then.
first
This
time
lovely
I've heard it.
objection. It's fake. That is not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case.
I can and will and am going to continue to do so.
I, Winston Payne, will not allow it.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me. Go right ahead.
Alright, this is when her bitch shows.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest.
I mean, who doesn't?
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred
I
during that
did not
incident 8
commit
months
the bite
ago.
of 87.
Lie. Both of
I
what Toad
see.
and what she said. Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I just gotta stay on the offensive.
Well done, baby. Oh, you lit a fire in my heart. And my buttocks.
What do you mean your butt?
I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids.
Grossberg is talking to himself and Mia is trying so hard to ignore him. The poisoning.
Reckoning.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison, sweet like just 2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons. How big is this? Doesn't say.
Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
So that's what happened here 8 months ago. However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it.
Ah, you're right.
What happened here 87 months. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
87 months ago.
87?
I'm
Is there some-
terribly
is that
sorry,
like-
Mr. Payne.
Oh, how long ago did it happen? 87 months.
That would be
Yeah,
pretty
just-
great.
But do
I'm
math.
afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
What the? What does the defense feel suddenly stronger? Their strength is increased. Mia, glowing with a true lawyer's aura.
Why, thank you, Mr. Grossberg.
The proud posture and self-confidence absolutely smashing.
That's the Mia that we all know. 2020. Winston Payne might actually look like this in the animations. I don't know what I'm gonna do anymore.
No!
I met a lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that— HOLD IT! I'm sorry, I'm starting to do Phoenix's Hold It again. What were you talking about with the defense attorney?
I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you were being interviewed in another case.
The lawyer... He said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger.
Another case.
Why didn't you tell? Why don't you tell us all that what was happening in the incident was?
That has absolutely nothing at all to do with it. Objection sustained. Defense is questioning. Question is stricken from the record.
You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne?
Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Don't worry, Dallas Phoenix.
Just me. Don't worry, Jolly. I'll protect you!
You heard the man. That is true love, young lady.
No, Amy. Please.
That's really making me ill. Albeit for decidedly different reasons. Yeah, sounds about right. Alright, so let's see here. We've got... I left my seat just for the moment. That's when... No! No!
You fool.
Hold it! Alright. How long were you gone?
87 seconds?
Shut up, dude.
I've already answered all the questions. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes?
That seems like a lot of minutes. I mean, Maya's gotten involved in like 7 incidents, she's like 3 times by this point. That's true. And where were you during that stretch of time? using the toilets?
In the bathroom.
Please,
Oh, this
you're
line.
saying this. Toilet? My personal toilet doesn't poop.
Phoenix! I would like to refer to the court record, and yet the records show that again, Mr. Phoenix Wright is 21 years old. Okay, Phoenix.
I hate that one. You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time.
He just agrees. He just like...
Objection sustained. Correct. I don't. The police have already looked into the what? They looked into whether or not
Whether or not girls poop.
this line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time.
This is so 3-year-old
Objection
you.
sustained. Ms. Hawthorne, please continue.
Not even like 3 years ago, I just mean when you're a 3-year-old. When I heard it was liquid poisonous. HOLD IT! About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? I'd say about as much to fit into a necklace
let me-
file.
My bottle of eye drop says it's 1/2 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons.
So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh?
The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. Must have been after I left.
Oh God!
Someone must have quietly slipped it in there.
Are you okay?
Yawn
I
really?
think Coach.
Okay. Have you ever yawned big and like pull something in your jaw?
Yeah, all the time.
Maybe.
I hate it when that happens.
God,
I-
my eyes want.
I was actually told by Snazzy when not Snazzy, Spicy, when we met in Pittsburgh, that I have when I yawn, my mouth opens very wide, and it does. So that happens a lot to me.
Oh God, that hurts.
I know, right? I know exactly how that feels. Like that, I heard it was a very hold it. A special kind of poison? How so? Well, why can't real court be like this, just in video game form?
Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh, where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry, all I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. Just think about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processing. Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive.
The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that? Because she just can. She probably walked into the chemical plant and was like, "Can I have some poison, please?" And then they gave it to her.
where to get that.
So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to hold it! And that's the reason they didn't arrest you. Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison.
Maybe. I think that that's enough of a good reason, Miss Faye.
She's right, and I think we've all had enough of it.
So in essence, the main reason Miss Hoffman was never arrested for the crime was because no one could show how she did.
I don't know how she obtained it, but I know how she made it exist within the coffee mug.
Really?
All we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Right. Just how did a lit Now, how did a lit student get a hold of poison of all things?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, okay, do we have any evidence that would talk Cold Killer X? That's poison.
Every day. This occurred how long ago?
Huh?
How long ago was this incident?
8 months ago?
Yeah.
He doesn't need any help for this.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
well,
think he will.
We'll see. I mean, the thing that I think I know, like, practically everything from this point forward. The only thing that I don't know is how she got the poison itself. I don't even really know if that's entirely important.
I don't know. She might have had a connection. Who knows?
Real information is being disclosed since yesterday. The district courthouse cafeteria said it had been a lawyer. Police are questioning this girl from that question. We know that she got it into the freaking coffee mug with her. Oh my god! I stopped scrolling the wrong way with this. But the question is how she got it in the first place. Really, I don't even know if that's fully important.
I mean,
I mean, her. She was dating.
Isn't that what you're
She was
trying to
dating
prove?
freaking Doug Swallow. He was a pharmacology student, so I feel like she or he could have had some access to it. So that would make sense. She was dating him during that time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah?
So, how do I prove that? Miller is poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. Left my seat for just a moment. That's when it happened. From what I heard, it was like poison as lethal, just 2 teaspoons. Only that I heard was a very special kind of poison. So I seem innocent, I wouldn't even know where to get poisoned like that. I already pressed this, right? I pressed everything.
You pressed everything.
Okay, in that case, I feel like if I'm gonna say it was because of her boyfriend, it would have to be this statement. So, let's try it. Objection! Dude, let's go. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you. Scott was right, I don't need help. I'm too smart.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? That's your boyfriend's lab. Boyfriend? She has a boyfriend? No.
Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Okay.
Pharmacology? I don't know. Okay, you're muted, so I didn't know if you were going to say that line.
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at this very table. You! His, not this.
No.
Wind.
Order! Could it be?
May I say something, Madam Faye?
No.
Objection something.
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct?
Probably.
In my order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
I
Oh my
know
God.
of containers.
Yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Immediately after, huh?
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
Genius level, please. That's
they
genius
didn't
enough for me.
Find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. You're saying I threw the poisonous container away, and they didn't show some kind of proof.
Proof! She got me good with that. I hate that. Proof!
Provide some evidence or I'll have to allow discipline to try questioning this. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
Police conducted a full body search of Dahlia and the entire courthouse. And yet, the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
You're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder. Where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it?
Well, let you tell you something. Take that! You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched, because he's such an idiot. That's not how that works, but
Who is
who
this
cares?
person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. Ace Attorney in the future.
So the defendant was a witness's accomplice.
Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present.
What? But that's...
It's a charming little necklace. Is this little bottle?
She's
really
like,
quaint.
oh, this little bottle, I wonder what's in here. And then he drinks it and dies.
So what about it? What does it mean, Mr. Finney?
The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago, August 27th. The very same as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding that one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in...
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. Dahlia's in some trouble.
No!
And that's basically an admittance to me.
Order in the court.
Phoenix did the objection.
On behalf of Dahlia, I object.
Mr. Wright, control yourself.
I won't let you bully her like this.
I'll do what I want.
Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why? Because I'm madly...
You're not in love with her, Phoenix. You've got some infatuation going on. That much is clear. Dude. Yeah, he needs moves.
Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Oh my god! Mia! Why?
Well, I guess she must be madly...
Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is... Keep quiet.
She's madly in love with you.
Well, I wonder which one it is. Dahlia Hawthorne was not as madly in love with you as you thought. The only thing that she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself.
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please, give it back now.
For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. This is definitely the best first case of the trilogy so far. That's not a question. That's why she absolutely had to get it back.
You're lying.
But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. Because you're kind of stupid. That's why she...
I don't believe you. No, that's a lie.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, and to think you're gonna fall for him too one day. Mia, are you alright? Oh, the defendant, he's getting away! Bailiff, hurry! After him! Hey, Grossberg. May I say your neck fat
Mia,
looks very
are
nice
you
today.
alright?
Yes, I think so.
That boy, he went completely insane.
Where is Mr. Wright? The court, it's empty.
Looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back.
Thank goodness. Oh no!
What is it?
The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present! It's gone!
What? That's terrible.
Uh-oh. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me.
Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in blazes are we supposed to do now?
This is a problem. No.
Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid that your apology is not enough.
God, stop with your hair, Winston. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace?
Forgive me, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just give back the necklace.
I ate it.
He ate it.
I ate it.
He ate it.
You what?
You ate it.
It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it in little pieces first.
What? What is he doing now?
Your Honor, we've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt?
The bottle you
swallow may have had some poison left in it. This was all part of Plane's master plan! He's been trying to kill Phoenix the entire time! I knew it!
From the future.
I knew it, where they have hair implants.
Seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case full. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly
It
poison.
probably wouldn't have even been enough to kill anyone, because the fatal dosage was like 2 tablespoons or something. Teaspoons. How can you be so sure? Because he's not dead?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive.
Just said, oh, yes.
As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overreactive imagination.
No! That was like 8 months ago too. Like, you stupids. Objection! No! There must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's all right.
The rookie killer Pain! The rookie killer Tompa.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Tonfa, the rookie killer.
No.
Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can
I knew
do.
that phrase sounded familiar, but I just...
Yeah, same.
I just remembered what it was from.
And it's heartwarming to see that you placed this face in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
Well, you shouldn't...
Which is why I could state that your assessment is completely wrong. That's enough.
Man, I lost, guys.
Fortunately, Miss Faye, I accept your explanation.
But why?
This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. But in a court of law, evidence is everything.
No. Even after I proved so much, is she going to get away with everything?
Yes.
No.
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial.
Phoenix? Mr. Wright?
I'm sorry, Miss Faye. I totally slipped. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down.
What is he gonna say? Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say?
There's something I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
That day, the day I met Doug Swallow. I like this song.
You shouldn't see her anymore.
Hey, so you're...
Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying.
The third time we done this. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab.
Ooh, shit.
Poison?
I'm sure this slipped your mind, it just wasn't something that you didn't want to say.
The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time, too. Could only have been her. That girl is a thief!
Stop it. Don't talk about her like
Call her a bad girl.
Don't call her a bad girl!
She's my bad girl.
She's my bad... Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous!
There's one more thing. After I quit, I got word and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right.
Okay, I was gonna make this joke before, but I swear, because I thought to myself, oh, she wouldn't have poison now, but I swear to God, if she got poison, and she killed Swallow by making him swallow poison, I swear.
Speaking of poison, both Dahlia and Hawthorne are poisonous flowers.
Oh my, what? Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. She was crouched down next to him. What? Why?
She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly.
Your Honor, this is... The defendant is...
Miss Faye, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent.
So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago, too. If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow.
Sniper.
Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone.
Miss Faye.
If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this.
Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore,
Exactly who was this Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill?
I feel like it's very possible that she was wanting to kill Phoenix because, you know, she wanted that evidence back, that very incriminating evidence. So that would make sense that she was planning to kill him, but she ended up, you know, having to kill Doug instead. One reason or another, but I feel like Phoenix would make sense. Take that! There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright!
Me?
That's preposterous! After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered.
Well, it's true that that's how things worked out, but let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. Dahlia really does like poison, yes. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be.
But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love.
No! Poor Mr. Wright. Supposed to be killing him. Hang him there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about.
But even so, why? Why would she go as far as murder?
8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible.
No. It can't be.
It was a pretty good move that she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time.
You pause for like 30 seconds.
I did?
Can you?
Oh, okay.
Wow. I guess this is like you're in the climax. I don't want to miss anything. I'll be
Really
right back.
bad and stupid timing on Scot's part. He's an idiot. He's so stupid. Why is he doing this? You have to wait on the climax for Scot because he's an idiot. How do you feel about Scot right now, Toad?
Stupid.
Stupid? That's a good response. That is a good way to think of him, too. Oh my Scot Soul Gem. Why did he have us wait? There was just one big
Not
problem.
even that big, I don't think.
Although she got him to hide the evidence,
What's the big
Mr.
problem?
Wright refused to return it to her.
You went on.
That was literally the next line.
I know. I saw.
To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true!
Poor guy, honestly. I feel bad for Phoenix here. Like, really.
Beanie, what a
Beanie,
joke you
what a
are.
joke
Oh
you
shit, here it is.
It's me.
Here it
you
is.
nerd.
Here it is.
Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything?
I can name at least 2 women that can do that.
I've been told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace.
Okay, so he's just an idiot.
You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne.
It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial.
Fine, I can tell you plan on making me a criminal no matter what I say.
And as a person, she's a good character. What's wrong with her as a person? She only poisons people and tried to kill Phoenix. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne.
We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems you're sniveling like a crybaby your client is eating the bottle as a snack.
She did do that. Well,
Hey, old man, are you senile or something?
Are you stupid or something?
I would not be surprised.
More like,
Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on
Miss Hawthorne, what happened to you?
She lost her innocence, her love.
Are you really that shocked?
I'm not at all.
Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge?
I like that way better.
Conceal your...
With absolutely no proof, you can treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass.
There's definitely proof.
Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind.
No.
No. But we're not finished.
Fine, then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already.
I love that sprite.
That is a good sprite. She's so distant and sad and distant. Okay, bye. You can't just leave. Hold it! I can't let her get away this time.
Stop, Mia. If you keep pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
What's that?
I don't know.
The ultimate price?
You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, Emma.
What? Why? No!
Who knows? We gotta add stakes to this case.
Apparently.
Better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say...
Oh! Oh! Oh, shit! Oh!
The kid gloves are off.
The kid gloves are off.
Well, Miss Faye,
The stakes
can you
have
provide
never
evidence that would
been
establish her
higher.
guilt once and...
If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. She's literally about to
Impossible! You can't possibly...
Stupid woman.
There's only one stupid woman in this courtroom from where I'm standing, and I'm looking directly at her.
Stupid. It is of the opinion of the court that there's already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will only allow one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict immediately handed down on the Wright.
I understand, Your Honor. This is not good at all.
I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up and up, coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there.
Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. Show to this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright.
She could have pretty easily put it in the Cold Killer X bottle, huh? I mean, you know, he was using that for his cold, he eats it after every single meal, and it was found within the clutches of Mr. Swallow's hands, so that could have been the murder weapon there. Well, no, to be fair, he was electrocuted. I don't know why he had the Cold Killer X bottle there in the first place, but it would have been pretty easy for him to, or for her rather, poison that. Because, you know, Phoenix had lost it, so where would it have gone? With her. And where did it show up randomly? In Swallow's hands, so... Like that! Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all.
Cold Killer X. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine.
Beloved.
Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
Yes, I want it right now. I need to take this pills. If I did, I still wouldn't take this as cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned.
Pursuit? What?
Remember when the defendant said in the testimony?
But the last time I was cold medicine was on crunch time the day of the accident. I always do, Dolly. Just
She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Ms. Hawthorne hide the evidence?
Huh? What are you talking about?
8 months ago. The poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, correct? Which she then gave someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. Toad.
I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the...
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and the victim were arguing about at the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. Now, on top of that, with the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months?
Yes. She disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, it was Doug Swallow.
Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you weren't fooled. This stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar! Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Huh? Yeah, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
Objection! I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine. I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us! I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Mia Fey. That's what I said.
Mia Fey! Mia!
Oh shit! The butterflies, no!
Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia?
Yeah, I do.
That's just fine. For the time being,
Victory is yours.
For the time being, huh?
Well, I have a very long memory, you know.
Like in that little.
You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it.
You're going to jail.
Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too. Okay?
Do you think you won? Huh? Why?
Do you think you?
yes.
I'm gonna go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now.
See you later, Dahlia. Freaking bitch, poisonous
I wish
bitch.
you all the best.
Toxic bitch.
Until next
Stupid
time.
bitch. Kind-hearted, freaking facading bitch. That's all she is. And that gives Phoenix a not guilty verdict. It should, hopefully. Whew. It's finally all over.
I refuse to accept this. The defense isn't showing a scrap of evidence to support this outrageous claim.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care. I'm Winston. And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said.
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
She's hot, so she could not have done it. What happened to Toad?
I don't know.
Would you care to try this cold medicine? It's RJ! Hi, RJ!
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said. Oh my god, yes!
There. It's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust this witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
Yes!
Okay, you're back. Thank goodness.
What happened, Toad?
Stuff.
Cool.
Okay.
So if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right?
You missed the breakdown, too.
I know.
You see,
Objection! And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
yes.
I am.
Yes! 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 Right! I called it! See you, Winston Payne! He's dead! Oh my god, I called that at the beginning of the stream! Holy shit! I'm surprised you were doing that. That just, it seemed like something that needed to happen. And I was apparently right. That's amazing. That's wonderful.
Oh, Toad is gone again. Oh, Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
I'm glad that
Yes, Your Honor. I file papers for her immediate arrest.
I was not disappointed at all. That was awesome.
Tragic, but not surprising. I don't know.
I didn't get a
said
good
that
look at his
first.
sprite.
I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
Don't lie. Just admit you were wrong.
By the way, Miss Faye,
Yes? This case has shown me qualities.
was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other?
This is definitely the best first case. Without a doubt. Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case.
Very well. Miss Payne, Mr.
Look at your hair is back to normal.
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like listening to my daughter.
Is Payne secretly the mother of Mia and Maya?
I bet.
Find out
I
next.
bet. Definitely best first
No,
case.
they're like fake his death to go be a prosecutor.
It all makes sense.
It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hand. Does the defendant have anything further to say?
It can't be true. Dolly, you.
Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright,
Not guilty!
guilty.
Woo! Confetti!
Fuck yeah!
Grossberg! Yeah!
Man, you only have one new character for your tier list on this.
Yeah, Hawthorne. This court
Court is
is
adjourned.
adjourned. Is this a sufficient example of how this game is the best in the trilogy? Well, I mean, we're only through the first case, so I can't make too much of a statement yet. Hemorrhoids, yeah! April 11, 3:16 p.m.
Yeah, this is the only case with him, really. Can I have some sound effects?
Yes.
Yeah, you were wonderful in that. Oh.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. I don't add like the the victims to the tier list just because they died.
You had Mia.
She's a little bit of a different case, sir.
Okay, we're in the verdict. I thought we were my hemorrhoids were gonna explode like Mount Vesuvius.
Mr. Grossberg, maybe you can stop talking about them.
That's rather rude. Fine, I will never mention them to Phoenix Wright.
That's
Okay,
rather rude.
this case is very made me think. I don't know why I said it like that. That was very... Oh, whatever. What does it mean to have a relationship with mutual trust with a client?
Mutual trust?
Perhaps it is what we veteran lawyers who have lost sight.
Phoenix. Phoenix. There, I'm Phoenix now.
What? You are?
I'm Phoenix now, yeah.
Okay, well I'm Mia now then. Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations.
That's not what I meant. I'm holding the heart thing over my shirt.
Okay.
So I'm Phoenix. Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations.
It would be funny if we swapped now, though.
It would be funny, or would it be appropriate?
I think it'd be kind of appropriate.
Okay. Thanks. I was thinking.
Go on.
The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her.
What?
Yeah, the dolly I knew could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe...
Phoenix, you're fucking
Maybe
stupid.
she was like, I don't know, fake or something?
Yes, a fake.
A fake.
Yeah, fake. Boy, this kid still hasn't got a clue. Yeah, Diego Armando. The guy who was mentioned in a file. You don't even get a picture, he's just mentioned in a file.
A fly died on my desk. I didn't even do anything this time.
What? Okay, you need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own stupid sake.
Are you gonna add Diego Armando to the tier list? You know so much about him. He has sort of zero lines, which actually circles back to infinity lines. Oh shit, you're right. That's how it works.
He has more than a million times lines.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Then
Probably
Doug
for the
Swallow.
best.
Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little, you stupid.
But out of all my friends, everybody says I'm the most grown up.
Well, that's because one of your friends are Larry. That's
because your only friend is Larry.
That's the line. I said it.
Oh.
That's your friend, dog Larry.
Right now, I'm starting to become a lawyer myself.
That's what you can. But I thought you were in the.
In the art. Well, yeah. I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, I should still be able to save him in time.
I see.
Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is.
Okay. I'm gonna do it then. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. Oh, you'll more than see her, Phoenix, even though I don't think you guys ever...
Yeah, you'll find her body.
Yeah! You guys never technically dated, but you guys probably would have started dating pretty soon if she had not been murdered, rather.
Yeah, it was a good...
Huh?
Yeah, okay. You've been switched.
Yeah. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. The other friend has his father murdered in front of him and believes that he's killed. His career was completely changed with that, and also decided to learn under the care of Manfred von Karma, who murdered his
And the
father.
other one is Larry Butts.
And the other is Larry Butts. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia's passed on to a better place. Into Maya's body. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia's gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind.
And very often with Maya. Phoenix, no matter what, you always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. She's only actually like 3 years older.
She's so much older. 5 long years. Something's happened to that. Let me think back to where it was. But that's the story for another chapter. Episode 1. Turnabout Memories. The end. Nice! Dude, I know that guy from the cover of the game and also pictures and my thumbnails.
I wonder if you recognize that one guy who's in there.
I also know those two at the bottom. That one's Pearl and that one's Maya.
Hey, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Toad, you're back.
Do a preview of the case.
Preview of the case? That guy's...
Click on it. I think it's probably actually a good
Okay.
stepping point. I mean, you could go a little far. What do you think, Toad? You think you should go a little into it? Maybe a little. Maybe like 20 minutes into it.
I feel like that's a weird... I think it would make more... It'd make more sense to start it than to start 20 minutes in.
Well, maybe not like remember what we did with the beginning of Case 3 last time?
I don't think that was 20 minutes.
It was like 20 minutes. It was like half an hour of the case.
I don't know.
You pretty much got to the point where you could start investigating.
Yeah, Narwhal agrees it's a bit weird to go 20 minutes into it.
Okay, well let's at least see the preview of the case.
I gotta save 30 times. It's important.
Okay.
The time is 1 a.m. Beep. 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 A safe. Detective, we made it.
Woo.
Well,
I want to voice this person. What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe.
Gumshy.
Maybe that's why I wanted to voice that person. Oh, you said it, pal. I was the wrong person, actually. Oh, you said it, pal. Must be rock solid.
Yeah. I would say just double check. Who's the other? Whoa, that's a combination and a half. Dude, this is like an animation. Opening the safe. What is going on? That's what? Okay. Mask Delisk salutations. Ah!
Head! It's Mask Star, the mask!
Out front, guards! Turn on the searchlights!
That's right.
Oh!
You'll encounter the Phantom Thieves
Better
a couple
luck next
games
time, gentlemen!
earlier than Persona 5, as you have Mask the Mask.
Maximilian Galactica! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. Whee! We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Again! I laughed for a third time!
Aha! That's
October 11th.
Charlie, October 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still 2018.
And that is where we leave things off. So I suppose then we just go to the title screen because I've saved.
So it was 2013, that last case was.
Yeah.
I guess.
So that's the entirety of the first case. That was a lot of fun. I will definitely say that was the strongest of the first cases in any of the games so far. Not a question in my mind. I feel like Delilah, Halahu. I forgot her name already. What was it?
Dahlia Hoffman.
Dahlia, yeah. I feel like it was pretty obvious that she was gonna be the
It's case 1.
yeah, and it's not a big deal. Like, it felt pretty obvious that she was gonna be the murderer just because A, we don't know about her later, and B, she is that exact character archetype that Ace Attorney loves to do of sweet and innocent, kind person, girl, who's just all of a sudden, I hate everything, and I've got a dark side. Fuck you, you know? But it's fine. She still worked very well for that purpose. And, you know, obviously getting to play as Mia was huge. That was like completely unexpected, and getting that little bit of characterization with Phoenix was absolutely awesome. So very, very good first case, without a doubt in my mind. Just because Frank Salt and
Now
Richard
we've
Bellinger
got
were so
the
sweet
next
and
two.
kind and innocent. I didn't mean first case villains. I just meant in general. Because there's April, May. There's at least one other person that I'm forgetting. Yeah, the game expands upon Mia. That's really cool. I have obviously, as I've said before, heard a lot of really good things about this game, Trials and Tribulations, and I cannot wait to see where the rest of it goes, you know? We've got a lot more to go through. We got case 2 and 3 and 4.
3.
And 5.
There's a 5th one?
Yes.
Yes! That's 5 cases.
Better than the first 5th one.
I'm excited. And we're probably going to get to see some of Gumshoe, some of Edgeworth.
No, Gumshoe died.
Gumshoe dies. Yeah, Adrian Andrews was the exact opposite, wasn't she? That's interesting. I didn't even really think about that. She worked pretty well too. She's a really good character. And this 5th one was not added after.
Too bad she's in jail now. Ha ha.
Lol. Is she?
Stupid idiot went to
She
jail.
is.
Yeah, she went to jail.
Yeah, wasn't that for like 2 months?
Yeah, whatever.
She might not even be in jail after the time skip. I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter.
I mean, yeah, she probably isn't in jail anymore. I think it's been like 3 or 4 months since. I think it's actually been, no, I think it's been 6 months since the end of the last game, as if it started case 2.
Makes sense, makes sense. That was a lot of fun, and I'm very excited to see what case 2 holds in store. I know that visor guy, a lot of people like, I think. So
yeah, you'll be meeting him next time.
That's gonna be fun.
Which is why I think it would have been a good idea to go a little bit, because I don't know if you're, like, it's gonna be a long stream next time, I think.
If we're adding 20 minutes to it, I think it makes more sense to just stop now.
It would be more like a half hour, I don't know.
It's fine. It's not like it's a huge deal anyway. I love Visor Man, he's very good, I'm excited. Thank you everyone so much for coming out. We had a huge turnout today, actually. Narwhal, RJ was here, Zarn. Oh, hey, Baretsu. Baretsu hates him, apparently. Sunrose, Nathan, Burb, of course, TJ. We had a lot of people today, it was fun. I won't meet Visor Guy for a while, though. I feel like Visor Guy we're gonna meet pretty soon, especially since he was, like, very prominent on the picture there.
Visor Guy's great.
He's divisive? Interesting. Well, I don't usually...
I really wouldn't call it divisive. I think 99% of people like him, 1% of people don't like him.
People who look at him at face value dislike him. People who actually care enough to like him.
I guess I'll have to make my own opinions, and we'll definitely get to that. He's probably gonna be a guy, though, which is fun. As always, there's the Discord and the panels down below. You can join that to get alerts whenever I'm going to go live, or talk to me about the games that I'm playing. And also, that is that thing. Next Tuesday, I have my my 2-year stream anniversary, which is crazy to me. But we'll be playing some Ronin, and we'll be playing through the entirety of King of Cards if all goes correctly. And I'm really excited for that, because Ronin's been a thing that I built up for a long time. Not as much more recently, but I've been talking about Ronin for a long time. So Tuesday will be a good anniversary stream. Toad, Scott, thank you so much for coming out.
Hey,
Appreciate you. Hey.
hopefully I'll make more than 2 this time.
Taka. Ronin, did I hear Ronin? You did, Taka. That'll be on Tuesday. For
It was 3 last time. Don't give yourself so much shit. You did better than that.
You did hear Ronin. Get excited. Get hyped, Taka. Die, dude. Taka was also here. Thank you for showing up, Taka. I forgot to say your name when I was mentioning people.
I forgot.
Anything else, guys?
I mean, not really. I think one of them. I forgot what it was. So.
Taka just got back. Alright, well, everyone, Hajime says have a good night, and thank you for coming out to the stream. Oh, I gotta put his face closer. Hajime says, thanks for coming out to the Awokenkyoger streams.
Thanks for coming up to my birth stream.
Yeah, his birth stream. Yeah. Hajime, can you give me a good night kiss? Only for you, Taka. His good night kiss is for you, Taka. I gotta, like, I gotta, like, aim it weird. Here. There you go, Taka. Just for you. Just for you, Taka. Alright, I'll see you guys all on Tuesday for the anniversary. Today was a lot of fun. We'll continue this back next Friday. It'll be cool. I'll see y'all then. It should be cool, hopefully. We shall find out.
Dumb.